This is Dolynny TV live during house sitting for the second time this season. Of course, the game against the Buffalo Sabres, things didn't quite go the Oilers' way back at the start of the year, but we're back on the couch here, live streaming while watching the Dogs again for another big old night of hockey. The Oilers versus the Chicago Blackhawks live from Rogers Place this evening. Friends, I could actually sit back, put my feet up, and we can chill out and call a hockey game tonight because it is going to be one of those nights I don't have to sit in the chair and sit there and stress. And also watching live and in real time on TV, well, let me tell you, that means we should be on time with everything tonight. I don't think this is exactly the best view for you folks, so let's tilt back the computer properly. Let's tilt this up, and there we go. That should be a little bit more reasonable, wouldn't you say? There we go. We are rocking, we are rolling, we're good to go. And I guess I could tidy this up a bit more, or I could just get comfortable and welcome you into the living room for the first time in a long while, and we can sit here and enjoy tonight's hockey game. Little Claude Giroux on the Mike there with his dad on Hockey Night in Canada. Of course, if you haven't had a chance to catch that short at the top of the stream, I'd welcome you to do that as well before night's end. A little bit of creative effort coming out of the channel tonight. Not too often that happens anymore, but hey, we got her done, and we should be able to have a little bit of fun the rest of the way home on the live stream tonight. Again, if you're just joining, welcome in. Glad to have you along as we get set for the Oilers versus the Blackhawks. Big breaking news story before we get underway tonight is the Oilers are down to one goaltender tonight. Jack Campbell will get the start, but Stuart Skinner is not able to go tonight, so we've got an e-bug situation, an ATO contracted goalie in Matt Berlin, who will be the goalie in case of injury to Jack Campbell tonight. So Matt Berlin gets an opportunity to come in, most recently with the University of Alberta Golden Bears, but a former Dub guy and, oh by the way, a former Sherwood Park Crusader of the AJHL, where he wrapped up his junior career before getting set to come into the University of Alberta's Golden Bear program. So we'll see what Matt Berlin has in store for the Oilers tonight. A 5-0 final for the Ottawa Senators over top of the Montreal Canadiens, who have been absolutely decimated by injury this year. So we'll see what obviously Montreal does towards the end of the season, but also what Ottawa does as the end of the season picks up yet again, and Ottawa having themselves a half decent night tonight, scoring 5 goals and doing what they did. So not a bad situation for the youngsters to come up. Ridley Greig looks like he picked up another point tonight, and obviously they're talking all about this insane night by Claude Giroux, who I believe got first star of the night honors against the Montreal Canadiens by the looks of it this evening. So that's where we're sitting, and a good night for Claude Giroux, who continues to be a key member of the Ottawa Senators after all his hoopla between Florida and Philadelphia last season. Friends, if you're just joining into the stream, like Reptar and Terry had said earlier on in the night, welcoming them into the stream, welcome you into the stream as well as we get set for, like I said, the Oilers and Hawks, top of the clock, 8 o'clock. We'll see if the NHL actually starts this game on time tonight or not, but we'll have to obviously wait for the backup pre-game to get through, and then we can get back up and running with the actual game. But friends, Nick Bjugstad, you want to talk about Nick Bjugstad a little bit here? As I don't know how I missed the obvious there. I mean, that's what I normally do, is miss the obvious on this channel, but looks like the Oilers might have another trade option if they want to ship either Puljujärvi, Foegele, or Derek Ryan. I said it was an obvious trade to get Mr. Derek Ryan out of town, should you so choose, because Bjugstad seems to replace Ryan pretty seamlessly. But I mean, at the same rate, you could replace Puljujärvi, you could replace Warren Foegele all the same way. So we'll see if that ends up being the case here for the Oilers in 900K. Nick Bjugstad, and look at this, some folks walking by Carter Hart, giving him a little tap, saying good job kid, getting that big old shutout tonight. And Carter Hart still just looks like an absolute youngster in net for the Philadelphia Flyers. That's where we sit, friends. We are just waiting for this hockey game to get up and underway tonight. We'll see if the Oilers can pull off a big win against another dumpster fire of a team this season in the Chicago Blackhawks, who are out of contention, more than likely. I think they haven't been officially eliminated, but I think you can definitely eliminate them either way. And as it sits for the Blackhawks, they're just trying to find a way to tank for good old Connor Bedard. There's a couple of teams in the tank bowl in the Western Conference, and obviously I think you could agree that the guy in there for sure is Chicago, Vancouver, Arizona's in there, and yeah, Anaheim as well. And that's about your Western Conference picks to potentially win Connor Bedard, unless I'm missing somebody, but I don't think I am. I think I've got everybody covered off. San Jose would be the other one that I'm missing, so apologies there, but that's just where we sit tonight. It's been a long day, and we'll see what's going on. And Elliott's tweet made it sound like the Oilers are interested in all of Bjugstad, Susie, and Hudobin. Oh, the Oilers fanatic coming in with some bigger news yet that the Oilers might be in on his boy Carson Susie, who I still have a little claim to fame with. But the Oilers fanatic has definitely, Patrick, there been pushing heavy for the Oilers to acquire Carson Susie all season long, and Anton Hudobin would be an interesting name for the Edmonton Oilers, and nice light fixture. I don't. Oh, that's. Sorry, I thought you were talking about that one. Yeah, this one's a nifty little get. I don't know if this is a new ad to the house or if this is an old ad, but this is a beauty of a light fixture behind me. Patrick, you don't think they're not in on Susie? Um, I wouldn't mind the Oilers being in on Susie. Obviously, I don't think the Seattle Kraken are trading Susie, I guess, is first and foremost, why would the Kraken trade Susie? That's it. And I'll have to look at the tweet and reference. I don't know if you're messing around having a little fun with me here, but I don't know. Let's see. Nothing here. Has Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. Cool. Oh, just how they worded the tweet. All right. Stony, welcome in, and Blushing Willow. I did read your comment, but I didn't welcome in, as we're getting here, ready to rock and roll. Um. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, no, sorry. It's been a long day. This light's really bright, and we're gonna get this going, friends. But right now, as it sits, ooh, not how. Okay, so no extension talks with Susie. So I guess that's the question: is if you're not gonna extend him, are you gonna keep him around for playoffs? I don't know why the Minnesota or Seattle Kraken wouldn't keep him around for playoffs. So that's the only thing I wouldn't quite understand. Is I think you'd want to keep him around for that. I mean, you and I both watched 32 Thoughts during the intermission there. I think we read that the same way. Is like, why would you move on when you're in the playoff race? But never know. And Team Canada 80 plus. What? The 80 plus hockey team for Canada. Love it. Justin, welcome in. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch this story here. That's one thing you gotta like about Hockey Night in Canada is they always have the good old stories about random hockey happening across Canada. And 80 plus, still out there playing, still out there skating. If I'm still skating at 80 plus, oh man, somebody help me because I'm gonna need a new hip. And hockey begins at 80, I guess. The Team Canada 80 plus club getting the job done, winning over Team USA by the sounds of it. Okay, good for them, good for us. Let's go as we will get closer to this hockey game now, as it is now commercial break time. So friends, let me test this out and see if this is going to work for another night on the old channel here, as we're going to get set to watch the Oilers hopefully do battle against the Blackhawks in a winning manner tonight. And I don't know why they're advertising Connor McDavid's, Connor McDavid's fastest skater thing when Connor McDavid is not in the fastest skater competition. Mark Spector made a big spectacle of that in an article today, but or yesterday or the day before or whenever that was. This weekend's flown by, friends. I've got one day left to house sit, and then I'm off to a hotel room cooped up in Calgary for a week-long conference for work. So we'll see how much content comes out of there. But yeah, sorry that I'm struggling to get this going. Normally over the past like 5 or 6 streams, the comments section has absolutely carried me, and tonight not necessarily the case. Things not coming along just the same way as we have. So that's all right, I guess. We don't have to worry too much about that. But let me just see here what this message is, and sorry, just replying this. What I always say every single stream, as soon as I sit down to stream, the text messages start coming in, and that's just the way it is. All right, there we go. Good to go. Cool. So that's where we find ourselves right now, friends. Just waiting for this hockey game to get up and underway. Um, you have missed. No, it's all good. I stream too much. If you've missed too many streams, that means I stream too much. Because I used to make the streams almost a once a month exclusive there for a while, and then all of a sudden things have really picked up here in the new year, and I think I've just had more manageable time to do these live streams this year. So we've been crushing along lots of live streams, and I think we're going to be in for a good haul through the playoffs, hopefully, which should be a lot of fun. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, tonight going to be a fun game to see if we can get ourselves a win against the Chicago Blackhawks, because that's what it ultimately comes down to tonight, is just going out there and getting the win. And no notification, yeah, that'll happen as well. No notification tonight, simply because, well, I've uploaded 4 videos now today with that Nick Bukestad news. So that's kind of where we're sitting as it sits right now, is I probably burnt out of all my notifications. So the stream should start heavily picking up here in the next little bit once people start realizing that I am indeed live. Didn't get the notification, but I am live, and we can kind of get that all up and sorted. So to all 177 of you that watched into the Nick Bukestad video, thank you so much so far in this first hour. And as we get set, I'm just waiting for the game and play-by-play color combo. Well, Terry, I'm hoping so as well. And to advertise, I do have a special guest coming in on the intermission tonight, so we'll see how we get that one paired up for this evening, but I'm excited to hopefully see that come together tonight. Mist, welcome in as well, and Raptor coming in from Michigan tonight, welcome in to you as well, as the Oilers are ready to rock and roll against the Chicago Blackhawks. It's 8 o'clock, so top of the clock. The Oilers wearing their reverse retros tonight, and as we try to win our final game in the reverse retros this season, unless we get a chance to play more hockey games. And again, I guess Reptar making the mention, I did get a beard trim and I did get the hair chopped a little bit. Try to tidy myself up for my conference here this week at work. Blackhawks versus Oilers as we get set for tonight's big game. Billy, you're the special guest. I don't know about that. I think you guys probably all know exactly who's going to be the special guest if you're been paying attention. Anyway, Scott Oak getting things going from Edmonton tonight. Obviously, I think too it's going to be interesting to see what the Oilers do against the Hawks, just coming off of that Chicago or Columbus Blue Jackets game. That's really going to be the biggest determinant of everything tonight, is the fact that the Oilers have to come out flying against a bottom tier opponent and keep flying for 60 minutes. Jack Campbell as a starter since January 1st, 6-0-0 record, 217 goals against average, and a 920 save percentage. But in net for the Oilers on the other side is Matt Berlin, who is 4-1-0 this season, 258 goals against average, and an 892 save percentage with the Alberta Golden Bears this season, the U of A Golden Bears, more folks would know them as we're going to get this one together. I'm excited to see what happens. Smurfy, welcome in. And we should be ready to rock and roll. The Oilers' offensive outburst so far, 40 goals in 49 games for Connor, 28 in 47 for Leon, and 25 in 48 for Zach Hyman. We're excited to see what's going to happen tonight. And as Stoney says, yeah, we got to watch the spoiler teams. That's where we're going to find ourselves in trouble tonight if we do not pay attention to taking care of business against the Chicago Blackhawks tonight. Scott Oak, I'm missing whatever else he's saying here. I guess I could kind of take this off and find out, but um, yeah, that's just where we're sitting. As everyone's concerned about another poor effort from the Oilers, yeah, I get it. I get it, guys. I get it, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. We should be able to get off and underway with a pretty stellar game tonight, as long as, like I said, like the first 3 minutes, 4 minutes against the Blue Jackets, hey, those were good minutes. We did well in those first 4 or 5 minutes against the Blue Jackets opening that game. If we can maintain that kind of torrid pace against the Blackhawks tonight over the first period and then maintain it for 40 more minutes, I think we'll be just fine. But again, that's the problem. We got to do it for a full 60, and I think that's what everyone's commenting here, is that we just got to watch out for the full game. Never foot off the gas. Never think for a second that we've got this game taken care of. Just always managing and maintaining the lead and getting it done. And Jack Campbell is the starter, as confirmed by Patrick there in the chat, the Oilers fanatic, but also Matt Berlin is the backup tonight, an ATO, amateur tryout contract for the Oilers. And Big Will is tuning in from Creston, BC. And what else? I see Edmonton has a different backup tonight. Yes, that is a amateur goalie from the U of A Golden Bears, Stuart Skinner, under the weather, unable to go tonight. So that's where we got to make sure things are taken care of this evening. Is Jack Campbell does not get hurt. The Oilers allow Jack Campbell to face very few shots, and you just manage a win here tonight without Stuart Skinner on your bench. So Stuart Skinner under the weather, and of course that's cause for concern too, I think, for the family life there, where a young baby probably a little bit less time for Stuart Skinner, the dad, tonight with being sick, and obviously probably being at the rink as well, cooped up in a box all by himself. Adriana, welcome in, and Noah, welcome in as well, as we get things rolling towards this game getting underway. We're just about ready for, obviously, things to get going, but hopefully tonight the Oilers can pull off a win. And yes, Stuart Skinner is unable to go, but Jack Campbell is still on a streak as it currently stands, so we'll see what he can bring for us this evening. And Noah's in agreement with 99% of us in the chat as well. The Flames suck. I think even Big Willis would tend to agree with me on that one. And if these commercials would just finish, we'd be good, because that'd be excellent, so as we could get things rolling here soon. And yeah, we should be just about ready to rock and roll, friends. Sorry, just going to go fill up the water cup one more time, and we should be back to action here in a minute. All right, we are ready for hockey, my friends. The Oilers and the Blackhawks as we get set for this one. And let's see what happens here between the Oilers and Hawks as we get set. Again, welcome in, and thank you for suffering through that pregame. A little disjointed, but that's just because I'm not quite fully used to having to do a pregame with TV on and having to do the pregame that early on Hockey Night in Canada, right? Normally it's 7:50, 7:55 when I fire up the stream, and those first 10 minutes, normally the chat's going off and stuff, so a little different look to start things tonight. We've got the land acknowledgement right now as the referees stand at center ice, and we should be just about ready for the anthems. Of course, this is one of those Saturdays that sucks. You got dual anthems tonight. Is what it is. We'll make do with it, and we'll figure out if we can win a hockey game following two anthems. And who do we got singing the national anthem tonight? Is it Rob Clark? Obviously, a we had a replacement anthem singer, and she did fantastic the other night. Um, and it looks like we will indeed have Rob Clark rocking the bow tie tonight. I don't know if that's even Oilers colors or that's just one heck of a fancy bow tie. That's all I got to say right there. And the Oilers ready to rock and roll the reverse retros this evening. And Peter Mrazek in net for the Chicago Blackhawks tonight. I didn't go through the normal pregame. That's why things were a little messed up, I guess. As let's see, we got Blackhawks players on the bench. Everybody getting ready to go. There's Calvin DeHaan. And where's Jonathan Toews? Right there. Looking all good. And of course, he's getting a whole bunch of camera time here from Sportsnet, as he usually does on a Saturday night when he's playing the Oilers. And here we go. That is it. That is all, as the U.S. national anthem starting to come to a wrap here. Rob Clark singing us along, and not much buzz in the building as of yet, but I assume tonight we should hear quite a buzz for O Canada, as we usually do on a Saturday night. There we go. All right, the anthem concludes for the USA, and here comes the Canadian national anthem live from Rogers Place. Friends, I'm just itching to do some play-by-play, if I'm being quite honest with you. I had a gig almost set up with Flames Nation for Friday night, but they somehow wanted to start the game at 5:15, and I'm like, guys, I can't get to South Calgary from Airdrie, especially given the weather, at 5:15. Impossible. So here we go. The Oilers, reverse retros, Jack Campbell there. I like a shot of Matt Berlin if possible. Jack Campbell's hair a little messed up here pregame, but hopefully calm, cool, and under control tonight. Evan Bouchard and Philip Broberg will start at the defensive line for the Oilers tonight. They've got everybody in all those fancy seats standing up there as well. Looks like there might be an empty box or two tonight. And the Oilers are just about ready for this hockey game. And of course, I still got to get my reverse retro crested here. That's the one thing I got to get done. Clean cost in there for the Oilers. There's Ryan McLeod, who's flipping the hair back, getting ready for this one. And man, oh man, the big building, the big open space that is Rogers Place, buzzing as the anthem comes to an end. And friends, we are ready for hockey tonight between the Oilers and Chicago Blackhawks. At long last, I've led you through the pregame. We are ready to rock and roll here, my friends, as we get set for Oilers Hawks for the final time. The Oilers looking to sweep the season series against the Chicago Blackhawks Saturday night. Hopefully the boys don't want to disappoint. And Peter Mrazek sporting a 5-12-1 record, 389 goals against average, and an 888 save percentage. It just is where it is. And Jack Campbell in between the pipes for the Oilers tonight, hoping to get things started here. 14-8-1 record, 335 goals against average, and that save percentage creeping up, and up. And we are definitely getting going here. So Epiphany, welcome in. You'll just be here very briefly, but that's fine as we get things going. Hoping the boys do well. LA lost, so when we win, we take over third place in the Pacific. Let's go. We know what the stakes are now. The puck is down. Connor McDavid wins it back by a tip of Zach Hyman to the near side point in the Oilers' end. Evan Bouchard across to Philip Broberg up into the middle of the ice, and Zach Hyman is offside as he plays that puck at the Chicago Blackhawks line. And there we go. We are sitting here, 19:50 to go, and Matt Berlin rocking number 33 for the Edmonton Oilers on the bench tonight in what is his first NHL game, I guess you could say. Signed to an ATO, and the Oilers win the faceoff at the blue line. Falling down is Zach Hyman being taken out by a clip of the player behind him, and this one will allow the Oilers to retreat into their own zone. An icing call now against the Blackhawks, and neither team set up to establish flow yet in this hockey game, so we'll just have this puck carried ahead. Sportsnet doesn't even know what to do with this game as Evan Bouchard just carries it all the way down the ice, gives it to the official. They're still giving the tail of the tape on Matt Berlin, who, like I said, is on an ATO due to Stuart Skinner being sick tonight. And here is Connor McDavid trying to win this face-off against Max Domi, the trade target I did mention earlier today. And it looks like it will be Connor McDavid who's waved out, and Dylan Holloway will come in to take the face-off. Clean cost from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Matthias Janmark on the line there. Ryan McLeod, yes, Puljujärvi getting things going as well for the Oilers in that other pairing, as the Oilers will push this one back into the zone. Zach Hyman turning it over for Dylan Holloway to set up shop, and here comes Connor McDavid ringing around the boards to the near side. Evan Bouchard back to the point. Holloway back down to Hyman. Hyman reverses to Connor McDavid, who immediately sees the stick swinging from the Hawks defenseman, and that knocked off the puck from McDavid, freed it up for the Hawks to get into the zone. But again, we will have another offside. So there it is, and Jake McCabe absolutely swinging his stick like a madman, trying to get that puck free from Connor McDavid. And McCabe, obviously, too, a Blackhawks trade asset, an Oilers potential trade target as well. We just didn't have time to fit him in. I wanted to do all the forwards. That's what we did. And here we go. This one pitch and catch after the face-off by the Oilers D. Moved ahead and moved on in. Down to Peter Mrazek, who plays it around the boards. Derek Ryan plays it down low to Evander Kane. Pinching in is Darnell Nurse. It's good support there by Derek Ryan, who gets it off to Leon Draisaitl, who continues to possess this puck. He'll play it down deep, and that'll allow Derek Ryan to go chasing after it. Another pinch there by Nurse. Sees Leon Draisaitl come to his own near side point to play this puck to the dots to Cody Ceci, and played ahead now into the neutral zone, where it'll be picked up by Leon Draisaitl across the blue line. Draisaitl looking, waiting. He goes far point. This one back down into the middle. Evander Kane still looking for his first goal since his return, as he plays it right in head behind the net to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl goes along the boards, kept in by Ceci, down to Evander Kane, who tips it out along to Derek Ryan, who eats a cross-check in the numbers. And this will be worked out now by the Blackhawks, who get a breakaway because Cody Ceci fell down at the point, and that is a weird, odd bumble off the stick there, but it's a save nonetheless for Jack Campbell, who's able to get things going, and this one will be lifted out into the neutral zone, where Caleb Jones knocks it down. He'll get it going over to Sam Lafferty. Lafferty's wheeling on into the zone, but a nice play there by Tyson Barrie to defend that puck well. And this should allow the Oilers to keep this puck alive in their own end on the offensive side of things. They can't do it, and the Hawks turn it back, so the Oilers have to go back onto the defensive end. This one rimmed around the boards again. Hawks continue to try and pressure. Jonathan Taves just blows right through Tyson Barrie. And this one's 17-18 to go. Will be fired around the boards again as Klim Kostin picks this puck up. He hits hard but can't get it going. And 17-11 to go here in this first period, as the Oilers are getting things established, I guess you could say, on the defensive and offensive side of the puck. And right now this one will be fired down deep. Jack Campbell out to play it, and that's where I think Jack Campbell plays his best hockey, is when he's got that little Mike Smith-esque interruption into the dump-ins of the Oilers' ends. So here we go. The Hawks setting up zone time. Shot fire blocked in front by the Oilers, which is a big key, instead of allowing it to be tipped past Campbell like in those 20 playoffs way back when. This one shot saved by Campbell and will cover. And the Oilers will see this one frozen for a whistle in their own end. 16:32 to go. And Kane, with a great deceptive trip on Cody Ceci, freed Athanasiou, who bobbled that breakaway like his time in Edmonton right there. Puck flips up on him and it goes awry. And yeah, that looked very Edmonton-esque. Pavon, I'm not sure how to say that. Let me know. Welcome in, as we're getting things rolling here in this first period of action. I could stop my leg from bouncing, but not being in the chair is messing with me today. But Connor McDavid tries chipping it at the Oilers' blue line. Taylor Radish is able to turn it back the other way. Hawks step in, and what a glove save. Standing tall is Jack Campbell on the big glove save, a much needed one for the Oilers. And that was a dangerous look there, as Connor McDavid just couldn't chip it past the blue line. And then the Hawks, Broberg gets caught, and what a save there, as Broberg and Bouchard well out of position, standing down the middle And the Hawks are denied on the glove save by Jack Campbell. And I'm sorry, folks. It just seems like one of those nights I just don't have the play-by-play under me, to be quite honest with you. And this one's going to work around. Shot fired in front. Can't get it going. And now Dylan Holloway is going to play it over to Philip Broberg, who will chip it ahead. This one worked all the way down the ice and giving chase as the Hawks. So it will be an icing call against the Oilers right here. And so we got a break in the action again. Already advertisement for the I don't even know who it was. Doesn't matter. We don't need to worry about that again. As we get going here, the face-off down into the near side boards, picked up by Patrick Kane, who fires a shot off the post. And now Evan Bouchard picks up in his own end. He'll play ahead. This might free Zach Hyman, who's really moving his feet here against the defenseman Johnson for the Blackhawks. He gets stapled into the boards. Couldn't get it going, though. And this will allow the Hawks to pick up from behind their own net. 15:40 to go here in this first period. The Oilers see the puck dumped into their own end. Jack Campbell again, out to disrupt. He gets it over to Darnell Nurse, who plays it ahead to Cody Ceci, who rims it up off the boards, and it goes up and out of play. And we'll have a stop in the action. And Curtum, to your comment there, I think it's a big difference in between Rexall Place and Rogers Place, right? Rexall was rocking all the time, and Rogers doesn't rock, and I think that has something quite to do with ticket prices. I mean, it's $500 for a pair of Oilers shoes nowadays, so that's where we sit with Oilers fandom coming at a cost for us on the TV. Obviously, if we could all hear about us cheering at home, you'd hear how loud we cheer as the Hawks get a shot to the front of the net. Can't get it past Jack Campbell, who's been solid this game. And here's Darnell Nurse pushing and shoving, and it looks like Caleb Jones might have just taken a penalty here. Darnell Nurse is going to skate to the bench, and the Oilers look like they might be going to the power play here as Caleb Jones takes 2 minutes for interference. So right like that, the Oilers will get on the attack, and here's a good chance for Caleb Jones, who takes down a hard spot play, and then he just whips Darnell Nurse down to the ice, and the retaliatory action by the Oilers doesn't cost him that time. So the Oilers will get to the power play here, load up, and get things rolling. All right, game on. 15:03 to go in this first period. 31.4 rank on the power play this season so far for the Oilers, and they would like to try and get things going tonight. Connor McDavid will win the face-off back. Tyson Barrie with the puck now as things get rocking, and here it is going down front of the net. Can't get it onto the tape of Zach Hyman, who is looking for goal number 26 of the season. This one across, shot comes in front, blocked there off the stick of Nugent Hopkins, and it goes up and out of play, and we will have a stoppage in play. 14:49 to go here in this first period, as the Oilers have a $1.49 to go in the power play, and this one just an innocent looking shot right there by a Draisaitl backhand, but it is just missing Zach Hyman, tape into the back of the net. That would have been a beauty of a goal. Here's an opportunity now. Tyson Barrie fires a shot, and the score! First shot of the game, and the Oilers score on the tip from Zach Hyman, or the shot from Tyson Barrie. Just like that, friends. It's a concern for some, but the Oilers get the job done on the point shot. Zach Hyman in front. The Oilers score, and it's 1-0 on the power play. 14:40 left in this first period. Don't mind me at all. It's one of those, I don't even know how you call that, because it just goes right into the back of the net, and it deflects off of the blocker of Peter Mrazek. So it will be Tyson Barrie's goal. It just takes a funny hop off of Mrazek's blocker. Yes? It literally takes a funny tip off of Mrazek's blocker and goes all the way in to the back of the net. Somehow tips off around behind him and flutters on by. 17-6-2 record this season for the Oilers when scoring the first goal. And now all of a sudden I would not be surprised to see them start buzzing right here. Here's Derek Ryan feeding in front. Nice save, Mrazek off the pad. And oh boy, that was a dangerous looking chance there by Derek Ryan. But coming back the other way is Lafferty, who fires it off of Campbell. Big save there for Campbell, and now the Oilers continue to try and press up out of the zone. They will get this one down into the defensive end for the Hawks, where they will fire this one ahead. And now maybe this game's going to open up a little bit. Dumb penalty by Seth Jones all the way down deep in the Oilers' end. 200-foot penalty costs them a 1-0 lead for the Oilers, and they're onside here as Klim Kostin gets to the attack. He flubs up on the puck, and it comes over to Vinny Desharnais, who's going to step down into the zone, drag the shot in front, tipped, scramble, and the Oilers are unable to come up with that puck. And there you go. All of a sudden, there's life in the stream. 6th goal this season for Mr. Tyson Barrie, who, well, drew the 50th assist of the season for Connor McDavid. So Connor McDavid now with a solid 90 points on the year. Shot fired, saved by Campbell, deflected up and out of play as he loses his stick. And just like that, friends, we are off and running tonight. The Oilers up 1-0 here. Tyson Barrie gets the early lead. And what was looking like a troublesome start to the stream, all of a sudden starts paying off dividends here midway through the period. The Oilers come up with a couple of good chances and get it rocking. But as we're going, friends, we're rocking and rolling here. All right, as we're to commercial break, I'll send you an ad quickly here and get this rocking towards it. As it would be nice to see the Oilers obviously get up 2-0 here and get the job done, but we'll obviously have to wait and see what they do here against the Hawks the rest of the way home in this first period. Now, the people I'm house sitting for, somebody they're related to is a big Hawks fan, and if I just got a message from this couch tonight, I would say, sorry about your luck if the Oilers do win this game. And I gotta make sure I text Buddy there and tell him that I'm thinking of that family member tonight. So, yeah, there we go. That's too good. All right. Anyway, the Oilers just about ready to get back underway here in this first period, friends. We've got what looks like we'll have one more ad, but again, thank you for being aboard tonight. If you haven't had a chance yet tonight to hit that subscribe button, if you're new to the channel, I'd assume most of us are Dolynny TV regulars, however. But if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd love to have you aboard for more future live streams, more future everything. But it looks like that family member is already talking smack. So we got a little interesting get to go here as we'll see what the Oilers can do. And oh, guess what? Guess what we got going on here? Yeah, another member of that 2012-2013 Southside Athletic Club team is on the bench for the Oilers tonight, Matt Berlin. You have got to be kidding me. Guys, the Oilers will try and assemble that squad in the NHL one day if they're all still playing hockey. That is ridiculous. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious that the Oilers and Hockey Night in Canada were able to find that Matt Berlin was a member of that team. I guess maybe that's why he's getting the call, right? That's the team that James Hamblin, Tyler Benson, and Stuart Skinner were all members of. So, interesting find there on Hockey Night in Canada again. Their research skills are undefeated. That's probably about the best part remaining of Hockey Night in Canada. Simply put, is their research skills that they put into every single broadcast, and that's a great find for sure. The Oilers ice the puck, so we'll have another face-off in our own zone here briefly in a matter of seconds. And then hopefully the Oilers can win the face-off, get it out of the zone, and away we go. It seems like we've seen a lot of Leon and Connor early on in this first period, and for good measure, I guess you could say, the Oilers haven't been able to generate much at all. And, right? As we're going here, as Leon Draisaitl will play this one in. Evan Bouchard across. Nice play ahead by Evander Kane to win that puck battle. The Hawks will, though, come up with the puck just moments later. This one will be chipped up and out of the zone, and that's all the way down to the Oilers' blue line where Philip Broberg knocks a puck off the stick of a Hawks player, and the Oilers will transition back the other way. Stretch pass. Derek Ryan was scared to take it in case it didn't get there. And this one will be again fed by the Hawks out of the zone. No turnover to the Oilers. Evander Kane in on the attack. And please forgive me if I say Patrick Kane in place of Evander Kane tonight. Obviously, haven't had to say Patrick Kane already tonight. It's going to mess with me. This one, though, lauded out of the zone by the Hawks, just into Oilers possession. And here comes Cody Ceci firing shot number 3 of the game for the Oilers in on Peter Mrazek, as they will whip it out of the zone, will the Hawks. And Andres Athanasiou will turn it over there to Zach Hyman. Hyman's got the puck back to the blue line. The shot, the one-timer by Ceci, blast on net. Wouldn't that have been nice to have 2 of your right-hand shot defensemen score goals tonight for you to begin this hockey game? Is nice play there by Dylan Holloway. He's started a 2-on-1 with Zach Hyman. Holloway to the middle, can't get it through past Caleb Jones. Pretty good defense there by Caleb Jones to prevent a chance for the Oilers. 11:37 to go here as Cody Ceci will pick up this puck. He'll circle around behind his own net and look to make an option here as Darnell Nurse begins skating. He calls over Nurse to come take this puck. Puck management, game management here from the Oilers as they look to set up the attack. Cody Ceci will start out and look to make something of himself up the ice, and it goes down into the Hawks' end. The Oilers, Harvey on the forecheck. Nice play there. Try and separate the man from the puck. It goes into the neutral zone. Tip play there away from Tyson Barrie, and Brett Kulak has to come up with the puck at the Oilers' end. Nice play there by the Hawks to keep it into possession in the neutral ice on the clear, and they will get it back in on possession here, running around the zone, taking an Oiler out and battling around behind the Oilers' goal line. And as this one continues to battle along the boards more or less around the Oilers' zone, and here's Tyson Barrie starting away with this puck. He'll fire it up the boards. Johnson will tip it off the linesman, and this one will be worked in to the Oilers zone offside, so we'll have a stoppage in play. But here we go. That's a great defensive play by Caleb Jones on the 2-on-1 from Dylan Holloway. And you know what? I think Dylan Holloway should have had his head up the whole way looking to shoot that puck. Again, when you're a young guy, not a lot of goals on the season, and you got Zach Hyman, who's already scored a ton of goals this season, I think the message from everybody on that team should be, kid, take that shot. I want to see you score too. Ryan McLeod, 10:36 to go here in the first period, will take the face-off against Boris Tkachuk and win it. Vinny Desharnais on the cross seam pass, and this is offside. The Oilers will clear the zone here as the Hawks play ahead. Darnell Nurse will get in on the attack briefly for the defensive side, and this puck just kind of skitters around the zone. Tkachuk finds it, and now Connor McDavid loads up and will get things going. And this will go back the other way as this will go in behind the net, and while this Ryan McLeod getting there, he's battling against Mackenzie Entwistle, tipped back to the point by the Oilers, who get it down deep, and this one will go around the boards a little bit in the Hawks zone now, as the Oilers try to get this one started with Jesse Puljujärvi on the ice, tipped out of his reach, and this one back to the point now. Vinny Desharnais D to D. The shot comes into the middle. Ryan McLeod picks this puck up. He's going to survey his options. Back to the far side point. Ripped in front. Tipped there by Puljujärvi. Connor McDavid to the backhand drag in front of the net. Goes to the far corner. He's going to drag around the defender again. Great edge work there. Now a shot from Ryan McLeod. Fans on the one-timer. And Darnell Nurse will pick this one up back to the blue line where Vinny Desharnais will tip it down to Ryan McLeod. McLeod over to Puljujärvi. Oilers have great possession here with 2 fourth-line forwards on the ice, and Puljujärvi will see the Oilers fully off for a line change, and he'll head back, and this one stripped, and Puljujärvi will just fall to the ice, and an ill-advised play by Broberg turns it over to the blue line, and that whole sequence was a major, oh my goodness, what are you guys doing here, as this will be shot up over top of Jack Campbell on a deflection. This will allow Leon Draisaitl to start back the other way for the Oilers. Draisaitl will get it down to Evander Kane, and the Oilers again start up. Good possession. Another whack there by Derek Ryan. Goes awry on the missed one-timer. Bouchard gets the shot. Derek Ryan, the one-time backhand on the block shot off of Bouchard, and this one will be cleared by the Hawks. Down to Philip Broberg, an icing call against the Chicago Blackhawks. And Billy, did I call Junior A hockey note? The highest level I ever achieved was Junior B. That's as high as I ever got, and that's not too bad of a thing because I think I did all right getting all the way through those ranks in Junior B, having called, what, probably a total of altogether 25 games in my career, I guess you could say. I did call a national fast pitch tournament, though. That's the thing I did, and it was a deflection off a stick that prevented Derek Ryan from scoring or shooting that one-time shot. And Max Domi will draw in against Evander Kane. The face-off won by the Hawks. It'll go in behind the net. And this one will be chipped up off the boards and played there by the Oilers. As this one again picked up there in their own zone. They'll work ahead. And Billy, to quickly answer your question, as the Oilers dump this in the Cold Lake Ice back in the day. That's who I was covering. And I did cover a lot of St. Paul Canadiens games as well there for one season. 8:12 to go here in the first period. Andres Athanasiou shot fired up over top of the blocker of Jack Campbell. And here comes Evander Kane back the other way. He'll come in on to Leon Draisaitl, dragging to the backhand. Save by Mrazek. Double check by Evander Kane. And we'll have a break, stoppage in the play, and a break in the action as we'll head to commercial break. I'll send you one of those ads, friends, and just our first check of watch time tonight here, as we've got 302 times 3 point, what is that? 3.85, I guess you could say, divided by 60. We are pacing 19.4 hours, my friends. Not bad at all. And Billy, there you go, from Bonnyville. Yep, that's where I got my career started, I guess you could say. Not that YouTube now is much of a career, but yeah, got the whole broadcasting bug way back in Cold Lake back in 2012. 2012 doing game reports, and then way back then turning into doing play-by-play for the 2014 Provincials run, going off to Nate for 2 years, coming back in 2016 to cover as a game day reporter for the Cold Lake Ice, then transitioning over to covering game day reporting for the St. Paul Canadiens, and then doing play-by-play for the Cold Lake Ice in the playoff run in 2018. That's kind of how that one all translates over. And then I was back up in Cold Lake for the U18 Female B Provincials last spring, and that was a blast of a tournament, let me tell you. And like I said, I keep teasing I've got a tournament to talk about here soon. And maybe Patrick and I will give away, I might have just given away the special guest there if you've been paying attention to the whole pregame. Give away some details on Cold Lake here in a little bit during the first period intermission. I guess that's what we're going to have to talk about. And Billy, I'm just north of Calgary, actually. That's where I'm at. And Clem Costin gives an Oilers or a Flames fan his jersey here. That's phenomenal. So I haven't actually seen the full video as of yet, but Clem Costin gives the jersey off his back to a fan that was wearing a Flames jersey. I think that's an easy way to score yourself a free jersey if you were looking for one at an Oilers photo day. And here now the Oilers off the face-off have some stuff to go. Here's this one will be flipped out of play by the Oilers, so we'll have a face-off outside the outside of the Hawks zone. Career highs this season. Clem Costin 9 goals and 13 points. He's been having a pretty good go here in Edmonton. 7:47 on the clock, and it looks like the faceoff will remain in the Oilers zone. Okay, game on. This will be Connor McDavid circling around. Dickinson for the Hawks waved out, and this will bring in Athanasiou here. 7:47, as I mentioned, left in the period here between the Oilers and Hawks, where the Oilers lead 1-0 so far. 8-6 the shots for the Hawks. Of course, they had a 7-2 shot lead at one point, so the Oilers have kind of poured it on here as of the past few minutes. This one's going to rim around the boards back to the point in the Oilers' end for the Hawks, where Dylan Holloway stumbles. That's going to give the Hawks some runway room, and this one's going to be shot blocked in front. And Darnell Nurse will come up with the puck, play it up off a player, and tip it out of the zone. And here comes Connor McDavid. Full load, Connor McDavid in, looking to do something special. Couldn't cut through the defense. And this puck bounces on Zach Hyman, who will look to make a play here. Back instead into possession by the Hawks, and speed transition back the other way. And Darnell Nurse leans into his man and makes his presence known. This one will be tipped up, and here comes Zach Hyman now back the other way as he sees it poked off his stick several times there by an astute play by Jonathan Toews. What a player that is. Maybe a guy you want to acquire at the trade deadline. I don't know. That's just me, as Jonathan Toews will come back the other way, fired around in down deep. Sam Lafferty plays it in front, can't get it onto anybody's tape, but the Oilers tip it right back onto the Hawks sticks, and this one back into possession for the Hawks, where Caleb Jones is going to skate at the blue line. He's dancing around, looking to make something happen. Evan Bouchard is able to cut it off there, and this one will come into Oilers' possession and back the other way. Clem Costin, the folk hero, coming in on the attack. Now Ryan Nugent-Hopkins flipping up on the 2-on-1 wrist shot opportunity, and Clem Costin will have to protect this puck against the boards. Not going to be able to do it there, and the Hawks will clear the zone, dump it down into the Oilers' end, go off for a line change. 6:08 to go here in this first period of play. Broberg's going to play it around to Ryan McLeod. McLeod will go back over to Vinny Desharnais. Desharnais tips it on down into the zone. And this one now a chance for Connor Murphy to play it ahead. Connor Murphy, a guy who bit the Oilers hard in that 2020 playoff bubble. We'll have an icing call against the Hawks and a stoppage in play, my friends. And just like that, we've got well over 1,300 minutes watched on the stream today. We're rocking and rolling, and Billy, pretty close to olds actually, but not actually in town, kind of out in the country. So, although I was sitting in Crossfield tonight, that's where I am this evening. And we are looking fine on the phone. Of course, only a couple messages came in, and Patrick's probably getting ready for that first intermission guest appearance. We'll have him on in a matter of moments, I promise you that. But we got 5:47 to go here in this first period of play. And Leon Draisaitl will get things going into the attack for the Oilers. He'll cut through the zone, get it back, and Vinny Desharnais, the shot. And again, that's been the best part about Vinny Desharnais as an offensive D-man for the Oilers, is he gets shots through. Like, I don't think I've seen Vinny Desharnais miss the net wide by more than a foot in his entire few games here with the Oilers. He has been absolutely phenomenal at pounding the puck on net for the Oilers this season, and obviously getting rewarded with a couple of assists because of it. Gillies TV, welcome in. Glad to have you along tonight, my bud. As I hope the PS5 is treating you well tonight. Excuse that, whatever the heck that was. I think that was the steak sandwich for lunch there, unfortunately working its way back up. And Vinny Desharnais and the Oilers look to have taken a penalty here. And yeah, that one's going to be tipped in front on the Oilers, and it looks like, potentially, we should think about queuing up Patrick here in a few minutes' time and getting this going. As I'll just go open up Facebook and make sure I give him the few-minute warning here. Alright, we should be good, friends. I'm going to take a second here. We obviously sent you to commercial break. Of course, now everybody starts messaging me again. Just to quickly summarize what's been going on. Looks like that little short I did is having itself a little nice night. Thank you to everybody that's tuned into that short. Thought that was a nice little creativity there from it. And Gillies TV sees how it was. Well, I thought I'd bring on the star power tonight, I guess you could say. If I want to get things going, maybe bring you on in the second intermission there, Gillies TV. We could do that. I just wanted to give Patrick a little guest spot tonight, simply because I know every time it's like, okay, Tyson hasn't mentioned if he's streaming or not, and Patrick's always the first guy to ask, he's streaming tonight? So I figured tonight was a good night to try it out for sure. So we'll get that going tonight and see if it's going to work out the way I wanted to. Alright. Yeah, there it is. Too many men for the Oilers. That's what the call is, okay? And Jay Woodcroft irate about that call. That's fair, as the man was half on the bench, but is what it is for the Oilers, and we can't really complain about too many men because we get a lot of those called in our favor. Jay Woodcroft just doesn't like that he had 2 minutes assessed to him. He just was trying to keep that what is that trophy? I don't know, the Sportsman Trophy for the least penalty minutes there. 75.1% on the penalty kill are the Oilers this season. That now ranks 23rd, by the way. So the last time I remember looking at that, the Oilers' penalty kill was 27th. So we're not doing too bad here. We're starting to pick up steam and getting things going. So that's a pretty big get for the Oilers, obviously. With 4:29 to go, they still haven't allowed the Hawks across the blue line with 30 seconds gone in the power play, and now Darnell Nurse trying to pressure up. Nugent Hopkins drifting over, and the Oilers will clear the zone here with $1:20 left in the Hawks power play. Just went all the way down to Mrazek with 4:12 left in this first period. The Oilers lead 1-0, in case I haven't told you that yet. Yeah, the Oilers leading 1-0, doing their thing here, and obviously Patrick Kane out there on the power play looking to change that for the Chicago Blackhawks with his captain, Jonathan Toews. This one worked off of Kane's stick for the time being. Vinny Desharnais out there killing penalties strong on the stick. This one's going to be lifted up into the high zone where the Oilers will flub up on the clear, and then a second clearing attempt has an Oiler free at the blue line. Ryan McLeod, though, play whistled down because of offside. I was trying to explain that one in my head before I said it out loud. Ryan McLeod dragged the puck with him, but he was fully offside by the time he dragged the puck across the blue line. So he takes the offside on a creative play, I guess you could say. And look at this one right here as he drags both skates offside. The puck not quite there yet, and that was a very great play there by the Oilers. But Ryan McLeod just waited too long to make it happen and tried to make it happen too fast. So, yeah, is what it is. And yes, Gillies TV, it is very nice to be on the same time as everybody else. Obviously watching on a Shaw television box tonight, so no live stream for me, which is nice to go. We're actually rocking and rolling in real time here as Caleb Jones will pick up the puck and get it over to Entwistle, who will carry into the Oilers zone. And now pushing ahead is Kurashev, I believe. Yep, that's Kurashev. And 3:17 to go here as the Oilers continue to pick up this puck and flip it out and down the ice. And they almost had Evander Kane on a breakaway again for the second time in this power play for the Hawks. The Oilers almost get a shorthanded break, but hey, keep it pushing. That's, I guess, best penalty kill is a good offense. And that one's going to be dumped into the zone. Evan Bouchard beat back, but 1 second to go when the penalty is killed. So now you got 2:53 to go here in this first period of play as Leon Draisaitl will carry ahead for the Oilers as they get to even strength. Draisaitl fires to the front of the net, but that puck goes way up out in play. And we will have a whistle here. And just another quick idea here for you, just based on what the watch time is looking like here as we continue to pace along. 376 times 4.1, that is 1541, which means we're at 25.7 hours watched on the stream so far. We're halfway to the 50 mark. Cody, welcome in. Glad to have you along tonight as the Oilers are leading 1-0 here on a face-off win in the Hawks zone. They continue to keep this puck alive, and it'll come sift down onto the stick of Mrazek, who tips it in the corner. And now the Oilers trying to keep this puck alive for the time being, as it's Zach Hyman, Dylan Holloway, and Leon Draisaitl now on the ice with this 11-7 look. And there's a nice play by Leon Draisaitl, who will tip it over, and he's trying to get things going. He's going to fire this one across, and here comes Evan Bouchard, the shot. Given up there by the Hawks by a nice block, so no chance there for the Oilers. And there it is, Leon Draisaitl picking it up far side. He'll try to push it back to the point. Philip Broberg tries to keep it in. He's offside, but it looks like the Oilers wanted to get some men moving off the ice anyway, so we'll have a stoppage in things going here, as this one's going to go back the other way as Kurashev blows two tires at once and goes splits on the ice, so the Oilers able to retrieve the puck. $1:41 to go, and this one's been slow. I mean, like, it hasn't been pulsating end-to-end action as Jack Michaels would describe it. Hasn't really been a good hockey game so far for the Oilers. Blackhawks haven't really looked that dangerous. They had two 10-bellers early in the game, but it wasn't because they created chances. The Oilers just gave up chances. And with $1:20 to go here in the first period, the Oilers are just trying to get out of this first period with a lead. And I think that's a dangerous mentality to have, and I'd like to see them put the pedal down and try and secure themselves a 2-0 lead here by the end of the period if they possibly could. And Cody, you're not a Blackhawks fan? I get it. That would not be a smart thing to be here in the chat. Not that we don't like Blackhawks fans, but we like Oilers fans that much more. And the Hawks setting up zone time now. Caleb Jones firing this one around behind the net. 50 seconds to go here as the Hawks work along the boards in the Oilers' end on the near side. The shot fired to the far side corner. Somehow Jonathan Toews is all alone, has all the time in the world to make a move, but the Oilers get a miscued one-timer back into possession, and here comes Connor McDavid cutting across. Here's Zach Hyman to the front, can't get it going, and this one will allow the Oilers a chance on net. Derek Ryan flubs the shot in front, and that'll be tied up by Mrazek and a stoppage in play. But all of a sudden, Evander Kane out there throwing his weight around, and suddenly, yeah, that's kind of messing things up for the Blackhawks. 25.6 seconds to go here in this first period. Derek Ryan, if he could have gotten a better whack on that puck, I'm telling you, he could have had one heck of a chance on net. 7-3-0 in the last 10 games, allowing 2.8 goals against per game are the Blackhawks. 25.6 seconds for the Oilers to just kill the clock or try and secure a 2-0 lead. Broberg, though, has the puck hop off his stick, and the Blackhawks able to push it back the other way. Here's Vinny Desharnais. He'll fire it around the boards, and the Oilers have now exactly 10 seconds to kill off this clock if they want to finish this game with a lead here at the end of the first period. 5.5, Broberg ties his man up. Great play. And the Oilers will finish this period up 1-0. And I think based on the first 7 minutes, they didn't deserve it, but they did enough. But they deserved enough to win this first period 1-0. And they'll go to the locker room with a lead intact. Friends, I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Thank you so much for tuning into this first period of action so far. If you're new to the channel, I'd love to have you aboard for more. So consider hitting that subscribe button, as I'd love to have you for more action. We're going to blank the scoreboard for a second here, as we're going to shift me over in a matter of seconds here, but we're going to send off a call as long as Mr. Patrick is good to go here. And we're going to see what he responded. He hasn't responded to that as yet, so we'll see if we can't get this going. We're going to send over a messenger call here to our man, the Oilers fanatic, Patrick, and we'll see what he can get going here. And no call seeming to be responded, so we'll wait for Patrick to call whenever he is ready. Oh, he is ready. There he is on the couch and ready to rock and roll. All right, good day, sir. You can hear me? I'm going to shift my camera over so as you can at least see my body language on this instead of having to watch the delayed stream. I'm going to throw you in the headset. And yeah, I think you're just looking to see if you can mute my stream there. All right, so we've got Patrick on the couch, friends. There we go. This is going to be the first of its kind live audience. And look at this. We're going to move over here, and we're going to just go here a little bit. And I'm going to try and move Patrick around a little bit. There we go. Square him up. And my friend, well, a period where the Oilers start rather sloppy in that first 7-8 minutes before getting that goal. I think the chat had pretty good, solid assessment of it here on the stream of this was not looking good at all. So I guess I should say, friends, in case you don't know, but I feel like everybody in this live stream should know, Patrick, the Oilers fanatic here on YouTube, now joining me here in this intermission as we try our first ever, I guess, guest segment here on a live stream. It's the first of its kind. We've obviously done this kind of video on Clem Hawks, but Patrick, so I guess, right, the Oilers do finish, though, up 1-0. Big plus is Jack Campbell is still in net for the Oilers because we've got Matt Berlin on the bench. And I guess I just want to ask you, because obviously I wasn't able to hear everything quite as well as you could. Any interesting takeaways about Matt Berlin, the guy tending the bench for the Oilers tonight? And I mean, I guess, hey, you know what? It's better than that Bulin wall we had here in Edmonton for a couple of years. Woof. Yeah. I really hope we don't have to test the Berlin Wall tonight. Obviously, for the fun of it, and obviously the hoopla would be really interesting, and I think our post games would be really interesting because of that. But I think in terms of the rational Oilers fan trying to win a hockey game tonight, we want to see Jack Campbell do exactly what he did in that first period. Oh my goodness, hold on. Hold on. Whoop. I do this all the time with Brandon from Gillies TV when we're recording on Clem Hawks. And ay 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 ay. My friends, yeah, I just got the call. There we go. We should be good to go. That's why my phone's ringing. Patrick, you've been muted this whole time.
Well, after I said all that interesting stuff too.
So you guys would get the gist of what we talked about. Ay ay ay. This is. Oh man, the text, the chat. Okay, this is we do it live. That's a very good adage here in the broadcasting industry. This is this is just exactly like I literally as soon as Patrick joined the call when we set to test this up earlier today, um, I am so embarrassed right now. Apologies, friends. Patrick, anyway, joining us from the Oilers Fanatic, you would know this very well. And I guess what the heck is happening here? There we go. We got you back. All right. Anyway, Mia being a mess regardless. Thoughts on that first period now that everybody can hear you?
Okay, well, basically, we didn't cover a whole lot there, but I loved the backup goalie's nickname, the Berlin Wall, Matt Berlin. Great, great nickname for a goaltender. And Jack Campbell was definitely my best Oiler so far tonight. He looked really strong there.
And
That's basically the gist of all the important things we covered there.
there we go. And I guess everybody back home also got a look at my Facebook for a few minutes time too. So we're all over the map here tonight. This do it live setup I've got is not too great, and I guess because we've wasted so much time here with muting Patrick on the live stream, let's discuss a little bit about. Try not to give away too many secrets because again things aren't fully confirmed, but. I guess there is going to be more potential to see us live and in action together on the mic, actually in person up in Cold Lake here in end of March, early April. I guess how much is the excitement level building for the tournament that it looks like we'll be calling at the end of March?
Well, hopefully I'm not muted for that one. I mean, other than that,
Oh,
we'll get the bugs worked out tonight. But
yeah.
yes, no, I'm extremely excited. Really looking forward to it. Counting the days down here. So yeah, I can't wait to get down there and do that with you.
And I think that's going to be one real big test. I think one thing that you were always very supportive of, especially last year as I kind of ventured back towards the Oilers stuff in September, is hey, Tyson, remember it is Dolynny TV, not Oilers TV, right? And that's something that I'm really excited to potentially show you folks back home tonight. Is if you're looking for live streams uh, that out of Dolynny TV is it's something that I'm definitely looking forward to bringing is some live hockey. As I mentioned here, I've got Patrick aboard to hopefully bring us some live hockey at the end of March. Of course, I'm getting the text messages here from Budsy saying it's not confirmed yet. Nothing's done deal, but as I'm saying, I'm going to get the advertising done. I'm not giving away what we're doing in Cold Lake, but hopefully we can bring some live hockey end of March, early April. I guess maybe I
Well, I
wasn't
guess if it's
supposed.
not confirmed yet, we might not be doing anything.
Yeah, that's exactly. But what I am trying to say and what I'm trying to get excited with Patrick here is we're working on bringing you an expanded selection of hockey here between us and between the channels here over the next little bit and hopefully over the next future. As I mean, hey, you know what? The Oilers Nation's out there live streaming a pond hockey game for Tourism Jasper, it looked like today. So that's where we're looking. Sorry, I'm doing way too much talking because my phone keeps going off. Patrick, any improvements the Oilers need to make here in this second period of play?
Well, I need a much better start, I think, and got to get more done here 5-on-5. It was nice to get the power play goal, but got to get some more sustained zone time. Spending a bit too much time. I think Chicago's got the lead on the shot clock there. So I think the Oilers, they got another gear they can hit here, and
What the?
it'd be really nice to close out this part of the season here with a win going into the All-Star break, everybody feeling much better about themselves, and especially coming off that Columbus game, I think a win tonight is really big for this team.
And out of anybody, I mean, you said Jack Campbell was your best Oiler in that period. Was there anyone defensively or offensively that stuck out? Not even saying, hey, they're having a great game, but maybe they're having a bad game, and vice versa, that you'd like to maybe see more out of tonight.
Well, I've loved what I've seen from him so far, but Vinny Desharnais, like having another really strong game. Just like I like your point there when you're saying like he's getting his shots through from the point there. I've seen so many of our defensemen; they got a hell of a shot, but it's not going to be dangerous at all if they can't get it on the bloody net or get it through the bodies in front. So really liking Desharnais getting those shots through. Love his big body, the presence there, winning the puck battles in the zone. So yeah, he's just been really impressive since being called up here, and I really feel like he might not be going back to the American Hockey League. We'll see what happens, but
Yeah, I don't know how the Oilers send down a guy that adds that much to the lineup like Vinny Desharnais does. That's the
yeah,
unfortunate part, and I think that's the prime reason we've seen the 11-7 is because you can't have a guy like that not in your lineup night in, night out.
yeah. I mean, like, because they're looking for bigger bodies on defense, right? So how do you not take someone up from the American Hockey League? You don't have to spend an asset on. You're not giving up a draft pick for this guy. He's excited to be an Oiler. Like that's always the risk, right? Like last year, the trade deadline, I don't think Derek Brassard really wanted to be in Edmonton. So you got a guy who's just absolutely thrilled to be here. He's coming in, making a difference. So yeah, consider him your early trade deadline acquisition for the Oilers. That
Hey,
was free.
hey, the organization building within itself worked last year, adding Evander Kane as a
Yeah,
signing instead of having to make a trade. So we'll take
yeah.
what we can get for sure. I did have one other point for you I wanted to get to. I guess, yeah, speaking of guys, young guys in the lineup, thoughts on Dylan Holloway's game tonight? Obviously, the bump up to the top line, and unfortunately, I don't think the start he would have liked with the offside, then the icing, and then the first shift just crumpling because of that.
He seems to struggle every time he's put up in the top six. I think he's just working better in the bottom six right now. I mean, he can play the odd shift up, but I think he still needs some more time. He's been really effective in the bottom six. I think the Oilers should probably keep him down there for now. I mean, eventually he's a guy you definitely want to mature into the top six, but I think for this season, I think he can be an effective bottom six player for the Oilers. I'd keep him down there.
And then, speaking of bottom six guys in the top six, there's a whole nother guy, and I mean, you made mention of it today. Derek Ryan, what's your thoughts on what's happening there? Why is he's getting so much time in an Oilers top six that would normally feature a guy like Jesse Puljujärvi or Kyler Yamamoto?
Well, it could be for a couple of reasons. I mean, he's definitely played really well lately. Got a couple big goals for the team. Was definitely one of their better players against Columbus the other night, which wasn't too hard.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But like Daniel Nugent Bowman pointed out, like he could be moved at the trade deadline, or the Oilers could be talking extension with him. So there's another guy that came into the trade rumor realm tonight that could potentially make it easier to move a guy like Derek Ryan, but at the same time, he could be up for an extension. So it's anyone's guess at this point, but I think he's up there right now, possibly for showcase, and he has been playing really well lately as well.
All right, friends, I'm gonna quickly allow Patrick to go grab a snack, grab whatever he needs in the immersion. If you're anything like me, you've maybe got the frozen pizza waiting to go in the oven right now. I don't know what the game plan is. What's the game time meal tonight?
It was actually pizza, but
Woo!
I hurried up to finish it before this first intermission, so I was good to go.
All right, well, I'll let you go get another slice, my friend. Patrick, thank you for joining us here on Dolynny TV tonight. You have a great rest of the game, and we'll check in with you post game over the old DMs to see where we're both sitting, hopefully, after an Oilers win.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Boom. So there you go. That's Patrick from the Oilers Fanatic. after we figured out we had audio issues. That's very typical Dolynny TV. We'll do it live kind of style stuff. So that's where we get going, friends. There we go. The first of its kind here on the channel, the Sportsnet scoreboard back up in case you're just tuning in. A 1-0 lead for the Edmonton Oilers. I'm not muted, am I? Oh, please tell me I'm not muted. And you got to see some behind the scenes there on Dolynny TV and all of that. So there it is right now as we get going. What do we got? Friends, just going to check with the chat here. Sorry about muting them there. And of course to Budsy, if I'm not supposed to be giving away those details, sorry that I'm very excited about it, but it just is what it is. We're hoping to get things going. Alright, so there we go. Maybe that's the end of promoting that already, but we'll see what ends up happening here. But yeah, we'll have another guest appearance. Looks like Gillies TV wants to come aboard for the second intermission. We'll see if he actually can. You sure you want to do this? Alright, there we go. Phone absolutely blasting along. Sorry, friends. What a mess there. That's where we're sitting. Alright. Everybody just kind of reacting to our intermission stuff going there. Everybody chatting amongst themselves. We're good to go there. And yes, absolutely you did. Lufthansa is at the game. Sorry, I should have just said Super is there at the game. And Brian, to answer your question, yes, the channel name is just my last name plus TV. And like I said, it's something Patrick has told me quite a bit here as we've gotten to be good friends over YouTube is, hey, look, I know your bread and butter is the Oilers, but never be afraid to definitely go out there and make Dolynny TV for what it should be. So, like I said, I'm hoping to bring some friends aboard to do that here in the spring. I guess I'm being told to pump the brakes on it, but if it's not in Cold Lake at the end of March, trust me, I will find a way to find a tournament at some point. I may have another iron in the fire. Trade deadline day is going to mess with it a little bit, but you might see Dolynny TV mess around and get involved in Ringette somehow, some way, to be honest with you. So we'll see if that ends up being the case here over the course of the next few months. Like I said, I'm always looking for opportunity, of course, throughout the years, and we'll see if that indeed becomes something we do here as we get going. All right. I need to refill my water cup. That's why I think I'm just kind of repeating myself right now, as I don't quite know what to say because I just said it all for the intermission because I had somebody else say it all. So I'll be right back in just a matter of moments here, friends. Give me a few seconds. Also, just to tell you, the giant kid in me bought cinnamon toast French crunch or French toast crunch or whatever you call it for breakfast this morning and tomorrow. So that's just part of being able to house sit is you can kind of buy your own groceries too, a little bit more than you can with the roommate situation. And yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic. We all want to see those amazing commercials. Oh, you guys want to see commercials while I'm sitting here? There you go. I am a disaster tonight. I'm sorry. Like I said, this is one of those nights that just did not feel like I had the live streaming under me, and that's kind of where we're sitting is I just really still don't think I've got this live stream fully under control tonight, but hey, we'll battle through and we'll get it done, and we'll see if we can't get this going. Connor McDavid and crew ready to go here for this second period. Oh, it seems like we just finished the first period, but that's what happens when you get special guests on the channel. Don't mind that at all. 90 points in 50 games or less for the Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid 2 times in 50 games, Marcel Dion 2 times, Phil Esposito, Mario Lemieux, and Wayne Gretzky 10 times at the top of the list, my friends. What a crazy career that guy had. Oh, by the way, he was an Oiler, if you don't know. I think everybody knows, obviously. Tyson, who are you speaking to? But end of the day, it just is what it is. We're going to have a little bit of jokes as well. 38.15 hours on the stream tonight, friends. Let's finish this off. Evan Bouchard, Connor McDavid talking things over here. And we should be ready to rock and roll for this second period. As Connor McDavid, by the way, looks like he is growing the mullet. So is Leon Draisaitl. I know that McTuft always gets a lot of love from Oilers Nation on Twitter, but it looks like this year it might be a little bit more than that for the boys. I was going to try and grow the mullet, but I just could not handle the hair, and I just wanted to look presentable for the conference on Monday. So here we are, right now, ready to rock and roll. And Connor McDavid will get things going in between Max Domi and the Chicago Blackhawks. The Hawks win the faceoff. The shot's now officially 8-8 after the first period as Connor McDavid carries into the zone quickly, but again turned back by a good, astute defensive poke check by the Chicago Blackhawks, keeping it off his stick. Connor McDavid's been flying, but he's been denied twice while flying, and that has not allowed the Oilers to score some big goals as of yet. Icing call here against the Oilers with 19:36 to go in this second period. And we should be ready to rock and roll. 560, no, 413, sorry, is the number I'm looking at. I'm like, 560, that does not make sense. 413 average view duration on the stream tells me, friends, we've been along for the ride since the start so far. 19:36 to go here in the second period as the face-off to Jack Campbell's right. And I'm really still feeling absolutely awful about having Patrick on mute during that first period intermission. That's going to throw me for a loop all night, I guarantee it. As Philip Broberg will get this going over to Connor McDavid, who drags past an attacking forechecker of the Chicago Blackhawks. And now Dylan Holloway in on the attack. And like I said, over to Patrick, just some thoughts on Dylan Holloway. And it looks like they're going to keep Dylan Holloway in the top 6 here in this second period. But Patrick's saying he's a much better suited forward for the bottom 6 right now, given current game style for the Oilers. So we'll see if at all things change here in this second period with Dylan Holloway up in the top 6. It looks like the Puppet Dogs are going to come out of the bedroom finally and actually come be social. Hello, dogs. Is it food time? As Leon Draisaitl will get rocking with this face-off draw. He'll win it back over to Darnell Nurse. Nurse will play it ahead to Cody Ceci, and this one will be chipped around the boards and down the ice to Connor Murphy, who goes around the boards again, and this one will be worked ahead now to Derek Ryan. Ryan will go over to Ceci, and this one will be tipped into the Hawks zone. Oh, it's an icing call, though. And the Dogs just woke up to just have a nap in the kitchen, I guess. And Jack's all happy about his Sens smashing the Canadians. All right, Domi getting it going, and yes, indeed. Budsy there, Cold Lake Kid, coming up with big old comment saying, yes, if you haven't learned anything, if there ain't a tech problem, it's not a good production. Well, that's just true. We've had a lot of tech problems over the past year, but everybody's just gave us glowing reviews. So that is said too about that live stream in Cold Lake in March, where we cut up the opening ceremonies really bad, but everybody gave us glowing reviews, so we'll see if that tends out again. And here we go, friends. An icing call against the Blackhawks will allow the Oilers to start this face-off in the Hawks zone, and Kane getting physical with it, losing his stick against Connor Murphy. The Oilers win the face-off in the zone. Full one-timer from nowhere by the Oilers almost goes in on Peter Mrazek. I'm all kinds of turned around, having too much fun talking and not enough fun paying attention. Here's Connor McDavid to the backhand. Mrazek the stop. Another backhand. Janmark can't get the goal going, and now Janmark and Kostin taking a shift with Mr. Connor McDavid as the Hawks will be forced to flip this down into the Oilers' end. This one's going to be played there by Kulak, who will flip up off the boards and get it ahead to Nugent Hopkins, who goes ahead to Janmark now, but he turns over the puck, and the Hawks have the puck at neutral ice, half, middle, center, whatever the word is. 17:41 to go here as Kulak will play it ahead Nugent Hopkins goes ahead and tips it on down. And this one's 17:33 to go. Well, hard hit there by Kane. Separates man from puck and allows Ryan McLeod to come up with it as Kane will take the shift with McLeod. And yes, Pugliarvi, as they almost have a shot at the side of the net that could have gone in. And now Lafferty will try and push this one ahead out of the zone. He does. Looks like the dog is just going to go back to bed now. And this is going to be a nice play here for the Oilers to keep it out of the danger areas defensively. Hop to the middle though. Lafferty comes up with the shot on Campbell to save. And with 16:59 to go here in the second period, the Oilers will see the Hawks retreat out of the zone. And I think maybe, friends, I might have to, at the next commercial break, let the dogs out and see if they can't take a quick bathroom break. And this one, a good play here by the Oilers, getting to the middle, and another shot there that just misses off the backhand. Just some weak chops at it, and this one a tip in front. Goes double tip off of one Oiler, off of Kane, and then to the side of the net. And Vinny Desharnais continues to get the puck through a +5 as an Oilers third pair right-hand shot defenseman, if you can believe that. I mean, that's usually where the plus minus is at. Ask Matt Benning. 16:42 to go here in this second period. The Oilers will play this one ahead, tip it in again. Out to play it is Mrazek disrupting. He'll fire it around the boards. The Oilers play it down, and here's Connor McDavid in the far side corner of the Hawks zone with the puck. He's got two men on him. He's going to spin off a check, get it ahead to Zach Hyman. Hyman separates body from puck, and it will allow Dylan Holloway to try and do the same. He can't quite do it. This one's going to go through the wickets of Connor McDavid, and this one ends up trailing back into the Oilers zone where Mackenzie Entwistle will come up with his puck. He'll play it back to the blue line. Caleb Jones or Seth Jones across to his D partner, and this one down low again with 15:58 to go here in this first period or second period. I'm all kinds of discombobulated. Like I said, I'm sorry, I apologize, but I'm a little bit of a mess tonight as the Hawks continue to rim this around the Oilers zone. Spinning off a check of Holloway is Seth Jones. This one will be played back to the point, and Holloway's just been out there a while. He's doing everything he can to come up with his puck. 15:36 to go, and Max Domi will look to fire this puck. He'll go back, can't get it on net. And now a chance again for the Hawks to fire this one down low, blocked by the Oilers. That will be Dylan Holloway coming up with the puck. It's not going to be enough to let him get off the ice, but now Connor McDavid had his steam back the other way. He's going to fire the shot, and I don't know if he scored or if he was denied there, but I think Peter Mrazek stopped him there. Derek Ryan coming up with this puck again, and the Oilers continue to keep this puck on side. Ryan over to Draisaitl, stopped there, and 15:00 to go here in this second period as it's flipped down to Jack Campbell, who makes the save. The shots really haven't improved much. The Oilers have had two, the Hawks have had one, and here's Leon Draisaitl back the other way with Derek Ryan. Draisaitl will drag around the defenseman. Nice stop there by Johnson, who will get it going the other way. And now the Hawks suddenly in flight again across the blue line. 1-on-0. Shot scores. That one just bobbled through everybody. And it's a chance for Jason Dickinson to score a big goal on Jack Campbell, and he does, with 14:35 to go here in this second period. That one hurts. It's that one. Connor McDavid denied there by Mrazek on the post as he throws it off the post. And then this one just gets through everybody as Evan Bouchard does a complete flyby, and Jason Dickinson is able to go all alone and score off the blocker of Jack Campbell. This one's going to go back the other way. Now for the Oilers, into possession off the face-off win. Dickinson's got 3 goals in his last 5 games, so the man's been riding hot. And the Oilers just give up way too good of a chance there. And this one, Leon Draisaitl gets the puck taken off his stick and then just stops skating, like he's barely moving his feet there. And he's just skating slow and then not at all skating. And that's just, yeah, to your point, Gillies TV, not good at all. Jason Dickinson's 7th of the season from Patrick Kane and Philip Kurashev. Kurashev's 14th assist of the season. as the Oilers will pick up this puck in the offensive zone, and suddenly the lead that has lasted most of this game so far has evaporated, and the Hawks are back to the attack. Patrick Kane backhander denied there by Jack Campbell, who's still got a plus 900 save percentage. And now Matthias Janmark will be taken out, and it will be a penalty against the Hawks. So there we go. Caleb Jones will take a penalty here, and we will go hopefully to a commercial break so as I can let the dogs out, as it looks like they may be wanting a break outside quickly. And we will go to commercial break, so give me a second here. Sorry guys, it's just going to be a minute here. Just got to get the dogs in. Oh my goodness, we scored. Here we go, and Bish coming in with a dono as well here. As Leon Draisaitl scores the power play goal here. Sorry, the dogs just were outside and they went to the back snow fence looking to get out, but what a pass there by Connor McDavid. And the Oilers all of a sudden, just like that, lead again 2-1. Thank you, Bish, for the donation, by the way. As the Oilers get Leon Draisaitl's 7th goal in his last 8 games, and here we go. We're back off and running with the excitement again. As here we go, friends. Looks like the Oilers are going to start this one the other way, and the game picking up a little bit physically out there by the looks of this. All kinds of turnaround, forgive me, but the Oilers get it going, and that one will go up and out of play. Yeah, that's about as much of a failure by me as you can possibly get. The mute situation, and then, yeah, secondary too. What happened there with, obviously, missing that power play goal. Just the old pup there, he needs a little bit of motivation. He needs somebody cheering him, clapping their hands. Hey, come on, get up the stairs, and hopefully pushing up his butt if his paws are too frozen. So Had to get the old pup in the house. That was the only hold up. The young one came in no problem, but the old pup just needed that extra bit of motivation. Drysdale gets his 29th of the season from McDavid, who gets point number 91, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins picks up yet another assist, 37 on the season and counting for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Man, we got to be approaching career high in assist numbers here for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins here in a matter of moments, friends. This season, Klim Kostin out there on the ice right now. He's going to fire the shot, saved by Mrazek. What a seeing eye shot there by Kostin. He leaned. Excuse me again. Sorry. Leaned into that one and was able to get that shot on net. What a beautiful shot there by Kostin, just firing it all the way through the traffic, right? The Hawks have been doing that for sure. And Bish has a feeling that Derek Ryan is going to get one. Hey, I wouldn't mind Derek Ryan getting one. Like I said, I'm starting to become a Derek Ryan fan just because of the feel-good story to it. Old guy getting the job done with the Oilers. Don't mind me at all. Here's Derek Ryan firing it in front. He's going to see it played off of a Hawk stick. And now Philip Broberg is going to get this going. Derek Ryan's going to play this across to Evan Bouchard. The shot fired, save in front. Derek Ryan fishing around for it. Derek Ryan still fishing for it. I don't know if Bish, if this is just you sitting here. As this one trying to find it. And this one's going to go back and across. The Oilers continue to keep zone possession here. And this one's going to be played off a stick there, and the Hawks will get it out. All right. There we go. As this one will go around, and a chance now for Philip Broberg to clear the zone. He does. It's tipped there by the Oilers. Yes, Puljujarvi's onside, offside, onside, offside. Turnover to the Hawks. Picks the puck back up again, and then fires it to an open wing where Connor McDavid's waiting for it. He's trying to dance and overcomplicate it. Couldn't get it going. And this one's going to go back the way. Flipper do, by the way. Hello, welcome in. 11:26 to go here in this second period. As I should just settle up, right? I was doing good. Get the leg up, get the hips nice and splayed, and away we go. There we go. Comfortable again, right? Like I said, enjoy being on the couch watching an Oilers game. That's kind of the idea tonight. Zach Hyman will get onto the attack. He'll go across to Brett Kulak, and now Tyson Barrie gets things started for the Oilers here. 11:03 to go in this second period. As the Oilers continue to keep the Hawks out of the zone. They've only given up 4 shots this period. They've got 7 themselves. So a much better second period here from the Oilers so far, despite giving up the goal. Here's Connor McDavid in on net. Denied once and denied twice is Jesse Puljujarvi as he drives it wide. Zach Hyman comes up with the puck quickly, though. And the Hawks see it go across the zone. And this one will be flipped to an open wing for the Hawks to attack the Oilers. And 10:33 to go. Shot fired over to Patrick Kane on the pass. And he will look off, he won't give to Seth Jones. Now a chance here as Jack Johnson wires one in, I don't know if that was Jack Johnson or who it was, but now we've got a whistle as the Oilers look to have drawn an interference call on themselves against Patrick Kane in this one. As, Klim Kostin was taken out by a Hawk in front, and Kostin looks to have banged up his arm on that play. And then look at this shot here by Evan Bouchard. That just was good shot getting through, I guess you could say. And this one again by Connor McDavid too. He's been dancing, and somehow, some way, the Oilers have just not pushed the puck into the net a couple times over. And then a good save there on, who was that? Jake McCabe, sorry. I saw something, but Darnell Nurse is taken to the box for tripping. And Peter Mrazek will get into the net here for this power play for the Hawks. Jonathan Toews, 7 power play goals this season for the Hawks. He'll take the face-off with Patrick Kane on his wing. And Taylor Radish out there as well. Kane helps it along after the face-off win by Toews. And the old boys club for the Chicago Blackhawks will set up this top power play unit as they look for the equalizer here against the Oilers. Kane to the near side dot. He's going to walk down, look for an open option. He'll go back to the point as that's going to be a cross. Shot fired, blocked in front there by the Oilers. Goes around the boards to Kane, who again gets it back to Seth Jones at the point. The shot comes, glove save, Jack Campbell, and we'll have another stoppage in play. So we're not minding that at all. And we are rocking and rolling along, my friends. 9:54 to go here in this second period, so we're just about halfway done the stream. And just to give you an update about where we're at with watch time, we have crossed that 50 hours, so we're on our way to 100 now. 9:47, the shot fired by the Hawks. blocked in front again by the Oilers, and here comes Ryan McLeod the other way, chipping it ahead to Derek Ryan, and now Ryan McLeod's got Derek Ryan with him as Ryan McLeod fires that shot and almost got it up over the blocker of Mrazek, but a good save there by Mrazek allows the Hawks, with a .07 to go on the power play, to start back the other way as they try to attack the zone. They do. Radish gets in successfully with the help of Patrick Kane. Vinny Desharnais, though, clears the zone astutely, and here comes Evander Kane with Connor McDavid. Evander Kane, the shot over to McDavid, overpassing. Kane should have shot. My goodness, that was a good looking chance there for both those two. And here come the Hawks back the other way looking for a shot. Saved by Jack Campbell. His 14th of the night. He's been solid. And, let's go. 8:55 to go here in this second period, as the Hawks will go back the other way and get it down low. Cody Ceci able to play that one there. It'll be fired up the boards and down all the way to Mrazek. So there you go, 20 seconds to go. Auntie, welcome in. As the Hawks are looking to set up the attack, and this crossfield water, not as good as the old water at the house, because, well, obviously I drink a little bit better water, filtered water at the house. This is coming right out of the tap here in Crossfield tonight. I used to like Crossfield water. I don't think it's as good as it used to be honest with you. Darnell Nurse skating to the bench, the penalty over, and the Oilers have killed another one tonight as that penalty kill continues to improve over the last, 2023 here so far for the Edmonton Oilers. This one a chance for Holloway to get on the attack. He's going to try and do it. And we will have a fight between Brett Kulak and Sam Lafferty. All right. Two great Oilers guys, right? Brett Kulak, an instant Oilers favorite when he came in. Good farm kid from St. Albert or somewhere there. And this one looking to go as Lafferty and Kulak are exchanging blows here at center ice. And they, are teeing off compared to the modern NHL standard of fighting, and they are still going, and they are going to finally get the linesman in there. That was a wicked tilt from both guys. I think Kulak landed a sweet uppercut, and Sam Lafferty goes to the box celebrating that one. And look at this, Brett Kulak did not like that hit by Lafferty, and he was inviting him all the way and said, "Let's go, bud." And that they do at center ice. Hey, you don't see too many of those anymore. At least not for the Oilers, and that is a great sign to see. The fighting continues, the standing up for yourself and teammates continues, and the Oilers continue to have a great time, and the phone continues to light up as well. Kulak showing the Alberta boy toughness for sure, as that was great. What a fight there. I'm sorry. Just trying to reply here to the people asking me too many serious questions tonight on the text messages. Trust me, it has been one of those pain. I'll throw you an ad here quickly. Let's go here. And all right, so that's where we're sitting, friends. Oh, goodbye. Anyway, we are crushing along tonight. I would like to say, did I lose the stream here? Oh, losing the stream. Oh, hold on. Can you guys hear me? Yep, looks like you guys are going to be able to hear me. Oh boy. Cool. We should be good. Okay, there we go. We are good to go. Good, we're back. Sorry for the loss of signal. And Curtum, I don't see why you wouldn't want, I don't know why you wouldn't want Sam Lafferty, right? I mean, he's been, as you guys are saying, on the long-time trade rumors list. I'd take Sam Lafferty. But I don't know how that's all going to pan out. Here we go. The Oilers on the attack here. Nice, no instigator, no nothing. So the Oilers are clear to go. This is going to be a shot for Darnell Nurse. Scrambling in front. Scores! Tyson Barrie somehow in the crease for the Oilers. And he scores the goal down low. And you like to see that. Zach Hyman giving him the biggest nod. That's a big-time goal for the Oilers to put us up 3-1. 7:45 to go in the second period. And Tyson Barrie and the referees are convening here. This is not good. But look at this. For some reason, Tyson Barrie is all the way down low as he just sneaks down from the point. And the Oilers set up the power play scheme. And it comes all the way through. And, they're looking because Mrazek lost his stick. But Tyson Barrie having himself a game. How about that? And look at this one comes through. And then it eats up. And it looks like, Tyson Barrie might have slapped the stick out of Mrazek's hand. But, I mean, he's just battling for the puck at that point. So there isn't much to battle there other than Mrazek was trying to control that with pads. And he's waving off for goalie interference here. And looks like, though, Tyson Barrie will indeed celebrate goal number 2 of the night, the third one for the night for the Oilers. Peter Mrazek continues to be beat. Evan Bouchard giving him tippity taps. Hey, when a D-man's scoring in the paint, 5-on-5, we don't mind that at all. And it looks like the referee's giving up signals here, and I don't know what's going on. Barrie buried it, right? the old bush accent, Alberta bush accent there, or buried it is actually buried it. And Tyson Barrie has done the same thing. Let's go. The Oilers get it done. So second goal of the game, 8th career multi-goal game. He's had a lot of them with the Oilers. I think 2 or 3 at least minimum. And that's Tyson Barrie scoring another important goal and having a very good season. I'm really glad that I think I've given the breaks to trading Tyson Barrie because he's become a very important part of the Oilers offense this season and a guy who continues to do what's necessary to help the Oilers win games. 7:09 to go. We've got an icing call against the Hawks and the Oilers lead 3-1 here. That's a big goal. They obviously said too that they've got 3 members of the 91-92 Oilers on the benches tonight. Louis DeBrusque, Luke Richardson, and Dave Manson. So I think they were talking about the high stick possibly from Barrie, not slapping the stick out of the hands as Darnell Nurse. It was a tip by Zach Hyman. That's what they were reviewing. So Zach Hyman tips it. Darnell Nurse gets the secondary assist for getting the point shot through. And the Oilers now loading up, going nuclear here, getting Connor McDavid. Scores! Just like that, drives to the middle of the slot, backhand, glove side on Mr. Peter Mrazek, and it is a 4-1 lead. And all right, come on, now Oiler country is coming loud. We like to see that. Connor McDavid, he was buzzing all night. I made mention of that way too many times. You knew he had to get one, and he's got one now. I hope whoever had Connor McDavid being a goal scorer tonight was happy with that, as Connor McDavid coming up clutch right here, drags to the backhand, scores, and you like to see it. Connor McDavid scoring a big old goal right there. Look at that. Dickinson walks off McDavid. McDavid cuts around Seth Jones. You pay Seth Jones, what, $9.5 million to do that? Wow. 6:48 to go here in this second period. And the Oilers have exploded in the past, 5-10 minutes? 3 goals, and all of a sudden lead 4-1. That's what happens when you beat up on a bottom feeder team. When you beat bottom feeder teams, you end up doing good things the right way, and that's obviously the Oilers scoring a ton of goals, and here coming the other way now is Derek Ryan, who we said we're feeling he could use a goal. That wouldn't be bad at all. This one's going to go around down below to Evander Kane. This is now back to the blue line, and the Oilers again in the offensive zone, whipping around. Another tip in front, this time by Derek Ryan, trying to get it going. And this will be another icing call against the Blackhawks, with 6:13 to go here in the second period. And I mean, Terry, it's a joke, but I think it's not so much a joke. I would love to see the Berlin Wall, as Patrick was making mention, get a few minutes in this game. He's signed to an ATO. Why not give him a few minutes? See what he can do. I mean, if he even allows a goal, at least he can say he allowed a goal at the NHL level. Not too many U of A Golden Bears ever get to say that. So 6:13 to go here in this second period. If the Oilers can put this one to bed, get up like 7-1, I would love that too. 41st goal of the season for Connor McDavid. The Hawks starting back the other way. Connor McDavid sees Draisaitl and Hyman. Like I said, they were going nuclear. Draw the assists, and it's a big old goal there. And now, this should allow the Oilers to set this up here as Draisaitl and Hyman. They'll go right back to it, and I mean, why not? That's kind of the idea, is why not try and keep going nuclear and just beat up on the Hawks so as the depth guys can play. That's been the formula against the bottom feeder teams that you've gotten up against, and now instead a defensive mistake goes back the other way. Nice turn away by Jack Campbell, and he's got Leon Draisaitl springing Zach Hyman. Hyman to the backhand, denied by Mrazek. Oh my goodness, another great chance goes by the wayside. It's 5:28 to go here in this second period, and the Oilers continue to just pound chance after chance in on Mrazek. The Oilers now up to 22 shots on net. McLeod finds a tap to Darnell Nurse. The shot denied. McLeod fires another shot, scores! Whether it's tipped by Zach Hyman or whether it's a goal by Ryan McLeod, the Oilers have taken a 5-1 lead, my friends, and again they continue to just scramble it up here. 5-12 in this second period, and the Oilers have exploded for 5 goals so far. My goodness, this is one of those games, and I mean, this is where you almost feel like texting Buddy and saying, hey, that family member might not be having such a good night anymore, and the Oilers in danger of having to use the backup, who's never played above the U of A U Sports level. All of a sudden, the Blackhawks are the ones looking at their backup saying, you getting in there, bud? And this one, a nice play there, and it looks like Zach Hyman tipped it out of midair. So his 26th goal of the season, 6 goals in the last 5 games. Ryan McLeod draws an assist. And, yeah, we're doing all right here as we get things going again back into possession. The Oilers smell the proverbial blood in the water real bad here. They are pounding pucks on net. 4:53 to go here in this second period, my friends. We're cruising along. It's a much quieter stream than normal by metrics that I can measure, but because of that, our watch time and our enjoyment together is definitely coming nicely as Zach Hyman scores another beautiful tip in front goal. This one counts, by the way, which is a big thing for Zach Hyman when he's buzzing around in front of the net. And it's all started by Leon Draisaitl putting up a nice pass to Zach Hyman. This one's going to go back the other way. McLeod from Nurse to McLeod to Zach Hyman. And of course, again, Ryan McLeod continues to pile up points in the Oilers' bottom 6. So that continues to be a big get for the Oilers, who need a depth forward who puts up points. Suddenly everybody's doing it, but you're not minding this at all as the Oilers' bottom 6 forwards continue to pile up points here over this past 8-9 game stretch. This one's going to go across. Hawks walking in. Dangerous chance. Blocked in front by Ceci. Saved by Campbell on the rebound. And this one's going to be fought again by the Oilers, who are starting to bleed a chance here. Costin trying to come up with this puck. Staying hard on the sticks. Can't do it. And now Nugent Hopkins comes in to separate the puck away from the Hawks' sticks. Costin continues to try and drive this puck away. And now Costin's going to be caught watching the puck here. Nice stop by Darnell Nurse off the skates, and this will be all the way down the ice as Caleb Jones tries to fake out Klim Kostin. He does, spins off him enough, but it's a nice play there by the Oilers and Nugent Hopkins and Dylan Holloway to keep this puck alive. Sorry, that's Matthias Janmark. I thought that was 55, Mr. Dylan Holloway, but I guess he's just going to staple to the bench for the time being. Darnell Nurse skating at the blue line. He's had a couple of points now tonight, I believe, if I've got the past couple of goals correct. And this one's going to be played ahead. So Darnell Nurse and Tyson Barrie both picking up 2 points tonight. Here's Athanasiou firing the shot. Glove save. Jack Campbell. And if they're all going to be that easy, we don't mind. Jack Campbell making those saves. My friends, the Oilers explode for a ton of goals there in that sequence. Connor McDavid, Zach Hyman, and Tyson Barrie scoring some big ones. Send you to commercial break here quick. But just to say, it's been a good hockey game so far for our Edmonton Oilers. And a fun one, that is for sure. And we can kind of see what's happening here over the span of this second period. Things coming along all right. That short continues to do very well compared to what I thought it would do. And thank you to everybody that has tuned into that short so far. Really appreciate it. I'm going to take a quick second to go take a bio break, and I'll be right back. Anyone going to Nickelback? And I guess here we go. Everybody's been mentioning don't forget to like the stream. I haven't actually formally asked on this stream tonight if anyone would like to please hit that like button on the stream. We were up to 26. We've been averaging pretty much all night about 30 to 38. So if you'd be so kind to hit that like button if you haven't had a chance yet, really appreciate that. Career high was 60 points now this season for Zach Hyman. And there we go. I was so glad I got to talk about the first period. Oof! That's all I've got to say about that. That was not at all a good, not at all a good time. Here we go. And Bish again, thank you, hitting it up with the 279 dono. I think that means we'll go ad free here in the third period. Hitting 270. Yeah, I think we can go ad free. I think that wouldn't be a bad idea at all. And what's going on here? Oh my goodness. There it is. Boys, I got something for you. You're going to see this tomorrow. We're going to unveil the new Dolynny TV logo tomorrow. I promise you that, as Budsy just sent me over the proof copy. 2:37 to go, an icing call against the Oilers. But thank you, Bish, again for the dono. And that said, friends, we will cap off the third period ad-free the rest of the way home tonight. Might as well. And yeah, should we get Patrick in here again for the second intermission? Try to not mute him here. Let's see. All right. Anyway, we've had a fight. We've had the Oilers get going. We've been rocking and rolling, and we're doing things the right way here for the Oilers tonight. As Curtis mentions, scoring right in front of the scoring zone, right in that danger area, right in front of the goalie. 2:33 to go here. Sorry, the Oilers just got back to action. I didn't expect them to drop that puck and get a shot that quick, but Evan Bouchard's already back in the defensive end defending, and this is going to go all the way for an icing call. So the Oilers, I think, have a couple of D-men up in the top 20 for icings, if I read a graphic right earlier this week. That's where we're at right now, as things are rocking and rolling. 4:40 to go, or 4:40 average view duration. Sorry, I don't know what I'm seeing numbers on my screen, and I'm not even knowing what they mean at this point. Like I was talking with Patrick about, I want to try and get that pizza in the oven here at the end of the game, so as we can get rocking and rolling. We'll delay the post game a bit tonight, but the Hawks to the attack right now. 2:13 to go. Well, by the way, we've crossed 60 hours, so we're rocking and rolling tonight for sure. So this one's going to come back to the point, tipped there by the Hawks. 2:03 to go. We are rocking and rolling in behind as the Oilers will load up, and Cold Lake Kid coming in with the oh my goodness, Connor McDavid, the shot, scores! Leon Draisaitl, no goal. No goal, as Connor McDavid ran into Mrazek, and the face-off will go out of the zone. That's a pretty big call there by the ref, but I think that's a fair one for sure. And celebrate the first super chat from Cold Lake Kid. What? How do you do that? No goal. All right, no goal. That's fine. I'm good with that. Money's flying around in the Dolynny TV chat, and I don't know what's going on here, but I guess now YouTube tells you when somebody donates their first ever super chat. So thank you so much, Cold Lake Kid, and yeah, absolutely, Budsy. Thank you again. I know we chatted about that. You had some stuff going, but yeah, it is what it is. And I'm just to say, I gotta look at this picture again that Budsy sent me here. I know the Oilers just got denied a goal, but there's bigger things at stake, because my goodness, that is a beauty of a logo. It looks exactly the way I dreamed it would with the new colors. So we'll see what happens. And oh, you might see some different stuff with that logo as well here coming up. But $1:48 to go in the second period. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl come that close to scoring another big goal for the Oilers. And now Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has to get on the attack and get tracking a puck in his own end. Here's Darnell Nurse pinching up on the attack, now allowing Nugent-Hopkins to do the full 200 and get Klim Kostin in on the attack here as well. Matthias Janmark will get it going, and it looks like we will have a hold against the Chicago Blackhawks. So the Oilers will get to the penalty kill once again. Sorry, I'm all scrambled up here. Money's flying around in the chat. Bish threw that down. No funny business in the third now. I like it. Never actually read your chat, but Klim Kostin draws a penalty. So you've had You've had Klim Kostin and Matthias Janmark draw penalties for the Oilers tonight. And that's not a bad thing at all. And I mean, that's I don't know. That's a gutsy call there for a team that's down 5-1 already. The ref's doing them a favor, I think, on that one a little bit. Obviously, it's still debatable. I wouldn't say it's a conclusive 100% should have been a goal. The Oilers power play 2 for 2 tonight. Darnell Nurse getting in on the attack here out there with Evander Kane. So they've got a secondary power play unit to start, obviously, as this one will get going for the Oilers. They're 2 for 2. They got nothing to lose here, and a second power play unit goal would be huge, especially from one Evander Kane. If we could get it, that would be, fingers crossed, very good. Power play goal 2 incoming. Well, I'll take Evander Kane coming up here on the attack. The Oilers offside, though. 49 seconds to go with a $1.23 to go in the power play. Again, friends, sorry, I'm all scrambled up here, and I think this has been one of my better streams here recently. It is what it is. 49.5 seconds. And here we go, as Leon Draisaitl will. Ooh, Connor McDavid was greasing in there. Connor McDavid wanted that puck. And they are going to send the top dogs over the ice here with a $1.20 to go in the power play. I would have liked to see the second unit just go out there and run around for that. Here we go. This one has Brett Kulak back the other way in the Oilers' end, skating it over to... Sorry, that wasn't Kulak. Who was that? Barry. Oh, Barry giving and going. And here's Connor McDavid on the attack. Zach Hyman back as Tyson Barrie will play it across to Brett Kulak, who's earned himself some power play time to end this period. Out there, as it looks like the Oilers are going to try and set him up with a goal if they can't. As there's Draisaitl across, as now McDavid waiting, shot comes down to Draisaitl. He tries to play it in front, and that was just a weak attempt there by Draisaitl. But there we go. Down and dusted. That's the end of the second period, my friends. We're flying along all right. Can I catch my breath? Can I catch my wits? I guess we'll see. That's going to be the real question here, and I'm going to see if Patrick did agree to come back on for round 2 here. We'll see if you can split it between me and Gillies. Doesn't seem that's the case anymore. But we'll see what we can. Alright, here we go. Let's go get Patrick a call here again. And friends, we're going to do this here. And we're going to ring the man here. There we go. There he is. We'll see if...
I gotta meet you again here.
Okay. I'll, yeah, you just let me know when you're ready. I'm going to squeeze myself over here. Alright, so you're good to go? Alright, taking you off mute then, and away we go. Alright, no mute on this one, and how about this? No quit in the Oilers. I say, yeah, I'm going to get some phone calls here, I'm sure. But no quit in the Oilers in that second period, right? They go into a tied situation, 1-1, almost what felt like immediately, and then they just poured it on.
Yeah, like, I mean, the Edmonton Oilers, on paper, are a much better team than the Chicago Blackhawks. In the second period, they finally started showing it. I mean, we've seen how the Oilers play down to their competition, and the Blackhawks still have some guys that can burn you for sure. You got Taze, Domi, Kane, and all those guys. But when the Oilers really turn it on, like they did here in the second period, they can absolutely take games over. Zach Hyman, over 60 points now. The fourth Oiler to go over 60 points this year. Insane. Like, how the Oilers aren't further up the standings with 4 guys over 60 points on the year. But yeah, he should have had a couple in there. The breakaway goal, well, the breakaway almost goal.
That turned into the goal.
That turned into the goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tyson Barrie a couple tonight.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Like, this is the kind of game we needed going into the All-Star break here, 5-1. Now, this is a fun game because, you know, you were worried, like, as soon as Chicago tied at 1-1, I'm just like, oh, no. Here we go. But, yeah, they guys really turned it on there in the second period. Great to see.
So, I guess to add to that, the question is, the Oilers start that final power play of the second period with the 5-1 lead, send out the second unit. How nice has it been? All right, you and me do this day in, day out. I've been doing this 5 years. You've been, what is this now coming on almost, yeah,
Yeah,
coming on a
just about.
long while now, right? But that doesn't mean that we've been Oilers fans for the duration of YouTube. That means we've been Oilers fans lifelong. How nice is it to see this Oilers team with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl over the past 2-3 weeks be able to start more than one power play with the second unit?
Yeah, well, fantastic. And you got guys there on the second unit that can really come through for you, but they just so rarely get the opportunity because usually they just play the heck out of the first unit. And unless they have a really crappy first minute of the power play there, it's usually the second guys don't ever get the opportunity. But you got Kane on there, and would really be nice to see Evander Kane finally get a goal here since coming back. I guess he's only played a few games, but just to get that initial monkey off his back, because I was there at that first game against what was it, Seattle that night.
Yep.
Yeah, just his timing was just all off there. He could have had a hat trick that night with the opportunities he had. Like he had 2 or 3 amazing chances. So yeah, it's nice getting to see that second unit a little bit more here. And I imagine if they get any more power plays, those guys are probably going to get the lion's share of the opportunity there in the third period.
So we talked in the first intermission, not sure if anyone heard it, but we talked in the first intermission about Derek Ryan and his elevated role with the Oilers over the past several games. I feel
Yeah.
like just kind of adding up the numbers that this third period would be a period we should see Derek Ryan quite a bit.
I imagine so, especially if they are showcasing him. I don't know. We'll see. I, like I said in the first intermission, it's anybody's guess right now. I mean, if you're showcasing him, it really makes sense, but you're also just be rewarding him for strong play. And again tonight, I think he's looked good. I mean, obviously, he's not a long-term top six
No.
player there for you. He's a bottom six player, and I don't even know what an extension would look like. I imagine it can't be any more than 1 year and probably around $1 million or maybe a little under. But yeah, he's been good here over the last little stretch.
And Jack Campbell tonight gives up one goal in the second period, but alert, making save after save, calm, steady, and this is perhaps the biggest development of 2023 so far for the Oilers is just the evenness, I guess you could call it, to Jack Campbell's game. And it's never that big blow it out 5 minutes anymore. It's just all game long. He looks start to finish like he's just doing his job.
Well, I was really excited in the summertime initially when we signed Jack Campbell and how well we saw Stuart Skinner play last year. It's like, oh, we're going to have a really good tandem here with Campbell and Skinner. And then just to start off the year, it's just like, oh no, how are we back here? And Skinner taking over the number one job from a $5 million goaltender. But it's just been amazing to see Campbell just find his game here in the second half. He got all 6 wins on that 6 game winning streak. Should be, I don't want to jinx anything, but well on the way to it. 7th win here. So yeah, his comeback story has just been amazing, and obviously really thankful for the Oilers here, paying him $5 million. You want to see this guy bounce back, and it's just great to see him doing that because he's a guy like he's loved in the locker room, and just seeing all the interviews, you just see he's just such a great guy. So it was really hard to watch him struggle there.
So now too, right? Jack Campbell coming on. But another big part of this 2023 has been the Oilers' depth. We've talked about Derek Ryan, Dylan Holloway. You talk about Tyson Barrie scoring a couple of goals, and guys that just aren't usually scoring big goals for the Oilers suddenly scoring big goals. But guys doing the little things right too. Klim Kostin, Matthias Janmark, they're featuring a lot more heavily this year with the Oilers as opposed to the start of 2022. And that is because, right, they're out there moving their feet and, like tonight, drawing penalties. Kind of your thoughts on Nuge's wingers?
Well, I think the Oilers finally have their third line. I was having the conversation with you. I saw like on Oilers Plus when Jay Woodcroft and Ken Holland were talking about putting the team together. They wanted the third line to be the identity line. And you and I were talking before this line was formed here. Okay, well, what is the Oilers' third line?
Hard to have an identity if you don't have a line to have it.
But yeah, putting those guys together, and obviously the amazing year Nuge is having, and passing that on. And yeah, Mark's been like a proven veteran, and Klim Kostin's just come in and been everything the Oilers needed and more. He's not just hitting, he's great teammate. He's scoring. Fans love him. We all loved that video that got posted there from the Oilers photo day the other day. Just another guy that loves being an Edmonton Oiler, and we love having him on the team.
And I guess just as we head towards this third period, kind of your thoughts on what do we see from the Oilers in this third period? I mentioned probably see a little bit more Derek Ryan, probably see the second power play unit feature more if we get more power plays. But overall, do you expect to see the same kind of game plan from Jay Woodcroft as we saw in Anaheim and San Jose?
I think so. Like, don't take your foot off the gas too much. We've seen in the past teams can burn you still. Like, it's 5-1. You think it's pretty safe, but I've seen way too many Oilers games you thought were well safe and clear going into the third period, and it turned scary real fast. So the Oilers have been okay, much better in the second period, but don't take your foot off the gas too much. Probably won't see Connor and Leon as much here because you don't need to. Give the other guys an opportunity to play here, and I'd say just try and just shut it down in the third period. You got enough goals. Sure, score a couple more if you can. Just keep the Hawks off the board. Don't give them any life.
All right. Then I'm going to leave you with one last question. If the Oilers do get another goal, who gets it?
I'm gonna go with Costin.
Costin? I like it. I like it. All right, Patrick, thanks so
Right.
much, my friend. We're going to
Yep.
catch you in a
Great.
little bit here. And I'm going to cover myself up over here, and then we're going to mute Patrick, and then we're going to close off the screen. And I think we'll have done this well. Thank you again, friend. And here you go. There we go. Perfect. Cool. Patrick, much better, smoother second period intermission interview there. This is good. This is good. This is good. All right. Anyway, look at that. Look at that. Live video editing. All right, friends. Anything here? Mike, welcome in. I think everybody's just chatting amongst themselves here, pretty much is what I'm seeing in the chat. So thank you, everybody, for just kind of letting us do our little intermission interview there for you. And it is coming up 10 o'clock here, so we could actually get this game done before 11 tonight. Don't mind me on a Saturday night getting done before 11. I was just about to hit that ad button, but we are going ad-free the rest of the way streaming thanks to Bish and Cold Lake Kid here on the stream. So I'm going to reply to a text message here. Do, 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 do. Boom. Good. Bang. Done. Dusted. Text messages. Here we go. Are the Oilers playing better defense? I wouldn't say the defense has been great tonight, but Jack Campbell's been good. And Terry, that 7-2 call at the start is good to go, but I don't think it's going to be 7-2 for the Hawks. And Terry's in Regina, so it's 11 friends. We are closing in on that magical 10 o'clock mark, and we should be just about ready to go. I'm going to go refill my cup of water. So this is where, for the first time in a while this stream, because like I said, I feel like there's a lot of Dolynny TV regulars in here tonight. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll get back to action here in a matter of moments. Alright, let's finish this stream off, shall we? They're just interviewing Zach Hyman right now. Let me get the scoreboard back up. And there we go. So we've got the new live capabilities, just slowly but surely adding new capabilities here on the channel day in, day out. Like I said, we're building towards something greater here eventually, but we just got to do it as we go along. And so far it's working out just fine. Guys, give me a second here. We've got a phone call coming in, and I got to make sure I answer this one. Not sure what that phone call was about, Budsy. If you want to try calling me back or whatever's going on, I'm not sure what was happening there. I don't know if that was meant to be a phone call for me or not, but we're rocking and rolling. And man, if there's one thing I still hate is listening to myself. Let me tell you. But as we're sitting, friends, just give you an update on the watch time here. And I think Budsy said good job there, so I should say thank you as well for saying good job. Anyway, just to calculate that out, 75 hours approaching here on the stream, so it's been a pretty big day here on the channel today. And I'd like to definitely thank everybody for being aboard for this one so far. It's been a fun stream tonight, and like I said right off the hop, I didn't think I had my best, but hey, we've kind of turned it into something here tonight, and we're doing all right as the Islanders having a reverse retro night as well, as that was a heck of a rip shot there by Barzell, and I think that's a big old goal for him to win it in overtime for the Islanders over top of the Vegas Golden Knights. That's a big win. So just to try and track this one down, let me see what we got here. Standings for the Oilers, who are in 7th place in the Western Conference, now a solid 4 points back of the Vegas Golden Knights, 4 points back of Los Angeles, and 3 points back of the Seattle Kraken. So we're about to move, 3 points. So we're about to move into the 6th team in the Pacific Division to hit 60 points this season. Not bad. The Oilers cruising along here, and we're good to go. So let's keep it going. All right. We are about to get things going here in this third period, hopefully, and I'm loving things tonight. It's I got to text him. I don't know what that was. All right. We're cruising along tonight, and we should be ready to rock and roll. Sorry, friends. I'm just taking a second to relax. This, normally I relax quite a bit in this intermission, but you know what I feel like I'm missing, and this is something we've been missing all night. Nobody's called me on it. Is the Oilers are on the power play to start the third period, but we got to review the goal scorers tonight. We don't know how we got here. Tyson Barrie from Nugent Hopkins and Connor McDavid on the power play. That was point number 90 of the season for Connor McDavid. Then Jason Dickinson from Patrick Kane and Philip Kurashev. 5:25. I like Patrick and I both kind of brushed over that goal, saying it was early in the first few minutes. But it was good. And then Leon Draisaitl from Connor McDavid and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins on the power play again. Tyson Barrie and Zach Hyman, Darnell Nurse get the assists on that one. And then Leon Draisaitl, Zach Hyman get assists on Connor McDavid's 41st. And then Darnell Nurse, Ryan McLeod get assists on Zach Hyman's 26th. So count it. Hyman is how you get those last 3 goals. And he's got 3 points again tonight. We don't mind that at all. And as I'm sitting here getting some great compliments in the text messages, I think I owe what the success of tonight's live stream has been to getting cleaned up, right? I think that beard was starting to weigh on me a little bit too much, and unfortunately I try to grow the beard every winter, but I don't think I'm the kind of guy that can grow that kind of beard every winter and try to keep my minds about me. So here we are, rocking and rolling now. The clean cut, the nice hair, and I'm feeling good, looking good. And isn't that half the battle? Feel good, look good, right? Or look good, feel good? I don't know how this all works out. Sorry, you think I got the old adages? Nah, I'm only 20. And only in my 20s. Anyway, Mike, the Oilers are playing with confidence. Well, I think to a degree they are. I'd like to see them make more steady plays in their own end tonight, but when you're up 5-1, you can't really bark up too many trees, I guess, and that's where we'll see if the Oilers can just clamp it down and not allow another goal here tonight. As we'll see what's happening here in Baker. The Oilers have been tearing teams up. Well, I mean, we've been beating up on the teams we should. Anaheim, San Jose, Chicago. Would have liked to beat up on the team that we should have in terms of the Columbus Blue Jackets. That would have been nice to beat up on them, but we just couldn't get that done, unfortunately. So that really sucks, but it is what it is. And here's Dylan Holloway out on the ice tonight. Getting a little bit of that Hockey Talks action. And the 50-50 as well tonight in support of Hockey Talks. For the Oilers, 9:45, 680 the last time we checked in. And we are ready for this third period. All right, friends, let's go. Time to finish it up in the immortal words of the man I'm sitting for, or house sitting for. Giddy up. Let's get this done right here, right now. Connor McDavid's got a loose thread by the looks of it. Or is there some kind of thread pattern I wasn't sure of on the reverse retros? Caleb Jones in the box. The Oilers going for the kill shot here with Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, and Evander Kane to start this power play, but of course it's very abbreviated, so it's not even that it's really a power play. It's 30 seconds of power play time. They're going to essentially try and feed the puck to Evander Kane, if I'm a betting man, and throw it together for his first goal since he came back, as the Oilers will work this one ahead. This is going to be carried by Tyson Barrie, turned over briefly, and Max Domi is going to be able to keep this one alive. And that power play time, pretty much a waste here until Leon Draisaitl comes up and picks it ahead. And how about this? Here's Connor McDavid off the blocker. Peter Mrazek on a find me breakaway by Leon Draisaitl. And the Oilers just about had their sixth goal of the game right there. Connor McDavid going for the kill shot. Backhand chance. Stuff in front. Draisaitl trying to score between the legs. Couldn't do it. Knocked the man down, though, and almost had himself a goal. We were rocking and rolling along here in this one. As Billy, if you're heading out, have a good night, as the Oilers will come back the other way. He's chugging along is Evander Kane. He's going to come into the zone, stop up in the power forward game. Gets the puck down to Connor McDavid, who's going to drive to the backhand. Here's Kane, the release off the bar. And that was a good-looking chance there for Kane, who had Mrazek standing up still. It's now back, fed there by the Oilers to get fresh legs on the shot coming off of something again. I think that might have been the post. And the Oilers absolutely dummying around here in the Blackhawks zone. I'm going to turn up the volume on the TV so as I can just hear things a little bit better. Talking a little bit louder here because I'm a little amped up. And the Oilers are going to tip play over to Janmark, who's going to leave it to an open wing. Nuge wasn't there. Costin's going to get a little bit of a rub out on the Blackhawks attacker. And the Oilers are going to keep this puck alive. And here's this third line having themselves a good little game tonight too, as mentioned between Patrick and I tonight. This one goes down deep. 18:09 to go here in this third period. Patrick Kane gets onto the attack. He's going to sift off to Athanasiou. Now Kane trying to keep this puck alive. Tipped there by the Oilers up and over to the zone. And here comes Broberg with a head of steam through the neutral zone. He'll fire around to the near side boards. That played by Ryan McLeod. And the Oilers trying their best to get things going. This one back the other way. Tipped in by the Oilers around that neutral zone. Nobody really coming up with it until Seth Jones does. He has to dance through two of his own guys. He's going to dance all the way into the zone. Fire. Oh, no. Shots held up there by the Oilers. Goes to the waiting wing, far side corner there. The Hawks able to come up with that puck. Patrick Kane sees Ryan McLeod lose the stick, and then almost Patrick Kane tipping it back door on Jack Campbell, but couldn't do it. And now the Oilers are able to get this one going back the other way. Here's Puljujärvi in with Derek Ryan. Derek Ryan to the net, and Puljujärvi just deflected it up over Mrazek's shoulder and wide. Again, the Oilers overpassing here, but some good looks so far. And the Oilers now up to 30 shots on the game. Derek Ryan causing havoc in the Hawks zone. And Seth Jones has not had a good game tonight for the Hawks. It's been a bad one for him. 16:51 to go here. And the Oilers continue to pull pucks away from the Hawks defenders. And here's Nugent Hopkins turning it over on Seth Jones. Pass to the middle. Desharnais looking for his first career NHL goal. Derek Ryan flubbing up on the shot. Now Holloway now over to Barrie now. The Oilers almost had that opportunity, but they squander it for the time being. Vinny Desharnais keeps it alive. The Oilers continue to pressure the puck in the Hawks zone. They go wide. Here's the shot coming. The shot denied by Mrazek. And the Hawks are going to play this puck ahead, get a breakaway back the other way, but Vinny Desharnais back solidly into position. And the Oilers continue the attack as Derek Ryan gets on the pressure there, as he'll pressure the D-man, and this one will be reversed around the boards. And the Oilers continue to not allow the Hawks easy exits out of their zone. Now Connor McDavid, Evander Kane, and Leon Draisaitl on the ice. Here comes Kane. The shot off from Mrazek pops the helmet, and we'll have a stoppage in play immediately as Mrazek eats that one up off the head. My goodness. What a play there by the Oilers. Leon Draisaitl, that early breakaway, and Connor McDavid sees it go up off the blocker of Peter Mrazek, and Connor McDavid's had some great plays tonight. That one feeds to the middle, and that one just up off the bar by Kane, who Patrick said he could have had a hat trick in the Seattle game, but man, yes, Puljujarvi just misses that one wide, and he says, just not meant to be. It'll be when it's meant to be, and here's Evander Kane firing that shot right up off of Peter Mrazek. He was smart, knocked the helmet off immediately, knew the strap was loose. Mrazek tightens up, and he's good to go, ready to rock and roll. He's faced 32 shots, allowed 5 goals. Like I said, the Oilers needed to test him early because he's given up a lot of goals this season, and so far things have been good for the Oilers. Another shot from the point. Mrazek handles it easily, and Brett Kulak is denied. And honestly, how big was that fight from Brett Kulak? We don't get to talk often about fights changing momentum for the Oilers, but that seemed to have sparked the Oilers big time. And Brett Kulak got things rolling for the Oilers in that second period. They were roaring after that. Here's Connor McDavid over to Leon Draisaitl in the offensive zone. Draisaitl spinning off a check. Kane fires the shot, and he flubs up on it. Just missed it, or he would have had a dead giveaway for a goal right there, as now another chance for Connor McDavid to cycle over. And that's literally what this third period is going to be. Everybody that needs a goal, let's get you one. It's that kind of night. Because here's Evan Bouchard going on down low to Connor McDavid. McDavid leaves off to Draisaitl. Draisaitl around behind the net and leaves to, well, Evander Kane couldn't get it to him though. And here's Draisaitl going around, battling, can't get it going, and this one's going to go out all the way down the ice. And Brett Kulak will pick up this puck for the Oilers. Kulak looking to play this one here. 14:56 to go in the third period. Kulak's going to play this one over to Barrie. Barrie ahead, gets it right onto the Oilers' blue line, but it will be offside. Matthias Janmark, Klim Kostin, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. All right, we're closing in on 1,000 views on the stream, friends, and we're closing in on, by the way, 5 minutes watch time. So just as you average it out right now, 4.95 divided by 60, we are at 81.59 hours. So we're just about there tonight. This one's going to be fired again into the zone for the Chicago Blackhawks to have to defend the Oilers' forecheck. Puljujarvi whacks it, smacks Max Domi right in the helmet with the puck, and they'll be back the other way. Will the Hawks, who are not enjoying much luck, if at all, tonight. The one bobble there that allowed them to tie this game 1-1 from Evan Bouchard and Leon Draisaitl. The only luck so far afforded to the Hawks tonight, other than a couple good chances that they didn't cash early because of Jack Campbell. Nice play by Tyson Barrie to keep possession of it as that's swooped in by Philip Broberg. And you are going to see, I don't think Darnell Nurse has to play too many minutes here the rest of the way home this evening. 14:06 to go. The Waves rolling in Rogers Place. If you want to get it going in the chat, you can, because we are having ourselves a fun game. The Hawks will ice the puck, and now pretty much all you have to do is coast this one home. Like Patrick said, just take care of business, maybe score another goal, but just worry about winning this one now. And we're doing our thing the right way tonight, winning a hockey game. Look at this, Puljujarvi smacks this puck right off the head of Max Domi. Yikes, that could have been dangerous if he would have eaten that anywhere higher. But that's it. That's all. The Oilers win the faceoff. 13:54 to go. They continue to dominate this game, and I mean, realistically, it took until the halfway mark of the second period for them to pour it on, but they got this going, and this one's going to be dumped on down for another icing call against the Blackhawks. Come on, we're trying to finish this game before 11 o'clock, and we don't want to watch the official skate end-to-end with the puck. We want to watch the Oilers just win a hockey game 5-on-5 the rest of the way home. Here's Matthias Janmark out there looking to try and do his thing. Nugent-Hopkins will take the face off here. 13:40 to go here in this third period. Max Domi takes the face off, and the Hawks win it back as this one will be flipped up off the boards. Darnell Nurse out there. He's going to battle this puck into possession for the Oilers, and here comes Klim Kostin. And Klim Kostin fires the shot up and out of play. That's who Patrick picked to score the next goal, so we'll see if that comes to fruition here. But we will head to commercial break. Oh boy. Tonight's been a good night, friends. Tonight's been a good night. Alright. We've crossed 1,000 views on the stream, crossed 5,000 watch hours. And I think if there's anything else we have to say is it's going to be a good night to watch that short probably pop off around 3 in the morning. Again, too, friends, I don't think I've gotten any feedback from anybody, but if you're enjoying the shorts, let me know. I'd love to know if you've been enjoying the Dolynny TV shorts. I know Patrick's been doing much more Oilers news-oriented shorts, whereas I try and have a little bit of fun with it. Just in terms of, I know shorts can kind of be my little style to allow for that different style to Dolynny TV that some of you know exists. So, I know, but I think I really do like the idea of using shorts for news on the fly when I'm at work and I'm out in the truck. So we'll see if that continues to be a theme, and I'm really liking what Patrick's doing with his shorts as well. So, as we speak of old videos, let's see if we can't showcase something here from the archives. What do we want to show off? Anything we want to show off here? I don't know if there is. There's got to be something here that I can find out in the archives. Nope, we're going to miss it. We're back to hockey action. Never mind. Klim Shady needs a goal. That's what we're saying. Patrick's a little upset that he missed that one up over top of the net. And here we go. Here we go. All right. We're ready to go? All right, 13:24 to go. This puck's going to be chopped into the neutral zone. And there we go. Cold Lake Kid throwing it in there. 13:15 to go, third period. The Oilers see the Hawks with this puck. Sorry, I got to pay attention sometimes too. Here's Dickinson. He's got the lone goal. The Oilers hold him up there though. And again, the Oilers just swarming defensively tonight. Trying their best to just suffocate the Hawks more or less. And man, Hunter's had a great night on the old drum tonight. He's had a lot of fun with it. 12:53 to go as the Oilers pick up this puck. 5-1. If you wonder why I'm not calling it as much as I should be, it's 5-1 as it currently sits, and the Oilers are just trying to coast home a late Saturday night victory here as the Oilers would like to walk into the All-Star break with a big old win. Jack Campbell down the ice. He will get this one flipped around the boards again, disrupting that play, and that's one thing I love about Jack Campbell is when he disrupts that play, he's very valuable to the Oilers, kind of similar to what Mike Smith used to do. And this one's going to go around the boards again. 12:19 to go, and this one again flipped there by Derek Ryan on the forecheck. So Peter Mrazek has to come up with his puck. Derek Ryan coming up with it, and instead, Jesse Puljujärvi will take a hooking call. That was tight, but Jesse Puljujärvi will take the hooking call. And that was a tough one there for the Oilers, but now the Hawks to the power play with 12:10 to go here in this third period. I'm falling asleep sitting up, to be honest with you. But Puljujärvi just tries to get in there on the forecheck. And man, Johnson, the veteran, leans into that stick in the hands. Gets the hooking call. Here we go. Max Domi will fire the first shot. Saved by Jack Campbell. So the Oilers off to a hot start on this penalty kill. Campbell's made 18 of 19 saves tonight. Domi back to Seth Jones. Jones will go option off to Domi in the side of the net. That one hops off of Patrick Kane's gloves or body or something. And this bright light here is screwing with me, but that's besides the point. 11:42 to go. And Patrick Kane will sift down into the Oilers zone. Deeper, deeper, deeper. And he's near the far side face-off dot shot. Scores. Man, that took a wicked bounce, I think, off of Jonathan Toews as he was diving in front, and the Hawks have cut the lead to 5-2, and suddenly Captain Serious has the game back to being serious. We were just trying to walk home a Friday night victory here. Okay? This one goes back as Toews goes down low to Kane, right in front, and they just tap, Jonathan Toews. That's what you want on your team. And what a play right there. Presents his stick, puts it under the pad of Jack Campbell, who's leaning, protecting far side, doesn't go all the way down. And Vinny Desharnais erases Toews, but it's too late. And Puljujarvi takes a costly penalty there. 3 goals in his last 7 for Jonathan Toews. And the Oilers need to get back engaged here in this game, so they send out Draisaitl, Kane, and, well, here's Kane. Shot, fire, scores! Evander Kane back on the board! Turnover for the Hawks. It's in the back of the net just like that, and Evander Kane gives the Oilers a 6-2 lead. My goodness, a late Saturday night going hard, and Evander Kane gets that goal that he needed. And just like that, first goal in his last 8 games for Evander Kane, but a big goal in his last few here for Evander Kane as he steps up to center ice to take the face off. He doesn't even want to celebrate it. He just knows what that one means. Yes, sir. Evander Kane gets it done. What a play there by Draisaitl on the turnover. And what a goal there for Evander Kane. No mistake about it. He puts it home. And Evander Kane gets it going. The shot now from the Hawks goes wide of the net. The Oilers able to come up with this, and all now that I want to see is Jack Campbell make a couple more saves. Here's Kane wiring a shot. Mrazek way out to challenge. Leon Draisaitl first man on the puck. It goes to the blue line past the Oilers, and Toews' 14th goal of the season, assisted by Patrick Kane. Now Toews will leave it there for Connor McDavid, and the Oilers going nuclear again here. Here's Evander Kane, fires another shot, and that shot is looking good from Evander Kane all of a sudden this game. We've seen a couple instances of it since he's got it going. His 6th goal of the season, 47 assists for Leon Draisaitl, and we're not minding this at all. Back the other way. Here's a chance now for McDavid sliding around, and he will go around, shot back in front. Draisaitl fires it wide of the net on the block. Here's Klim Kostin, who's looking for a goal now for Patrick. Flipper got the goal for Evander Kane. Now we got to get the goal for Klim Kostin for Patrick, and we should have ourselves a good night. And here's a chance as, well, Barrie goes around. Now a chance for Nugent Hopkins to go back, and Klim, no, I don't even know who I'm talking about. Kulak misplays it at the point. The Oilers are absolutely buzzing here after that goal again. Nugent Hopkins in on the forecheck. The Hawks just struggling to transition out of their zone at all. And Vinny Desharnais doing a good job keeping Dickinson at bay for the time being as 2 Oilers collide with him behind the net. The Oilers play it along the boards. Janmark will play it to the middle. Desharnais has it stripped. Hawks to the attack here. Dickinson plays it in front as it goes off Athanasiou and around the boards. 9:25 to go here in this first period. Janmark will battle it back. And the Oilers continue to just not allow the Hawks to fully set up in the zone, despite them turning over pucks at an alarming rate. The Hawks never got a concentrated attack. And here's Patrick Kane to the attack now. And he will be tipped out of the zone. And here comes Janmark back the other way. He's got a partial 2-on-1 with Ryan McLeod to the front of the net. Oh my goodness, McLeod deflected it just over top of the net. One of those angles that you could have thought it went in the net if you would have saw the puck hit the ice. And here's Caleb Jones getting things going back the other way for the Hawks. But the Oilers are just playing full man attack here. Just not letting the Hawks have any breathing space to make a pass. And Jones fires it in around the boards. That goes to Darnell Nurse, who plays it over to Cody Ceci. And the Oilers continue to keep pucks out of their zone here. This one chipped down the ice, and here comes Zach Hyman to the attack. But it is indeed an icing call. My friends, this has been a heck of a hockey game so far. The Oilers, yeah, they gave up that goal, but Evander Kane, what a shot there to beat Mrazek. I don't care what you think of Evander Kane. He's too good of a goal scorer to miss that one. And now, Derek Ryan takes a face-off. Whew. Or sorry, that would be Zach Hyman, wouldn't it? Not sure who. Shot fired wide of the net. Seth Jones fires it in front, can't get it going. Here comes back the other way. Here's Ryan McLeod on a partial 2-on-1 again. McLeod to the trailer. Darnell Nurse on the rebound. Denied by Mrazek. Shot in front. Oilers, oh my goodness, goal light comes on. Derek Ryan missed a wide open net. A guy that we needed a goal, just couldn't get it going. And Darnell Nurse will play this one around. 8 minutes to go here in this third period of play. Cody Cece's going to see this one played ahead. And this is going to go down. 7:53 here in this third period. And I think the Oilers have scored. They have sounded the horn. And I don't know if it's Ryan McLeod or if it's Derek Ryan. But look at that. The Oilers score another goal. It's 7-2. We had that prediction thrown in the chat earlier tonight. And here it is. Yep, that is in by Ryan McLeod. So Ryan McLeod gets his second point and first goal of the game. Look at this one go across the goal line right there as scooped out by Seth Jones, none other than Seth Jones. And the Oilers celebrate another goal tonight. Another great shot there by Darnell Nurse, who picks up point number 3 of the night for Darnell Nurse. Have yourself a night, guy. And my goodness, we like it. And the Oilers loving it. The referees loving it. And it's 7-2. Ryan McLeod on shot number 40 of the game. And he's smiling. Ryan McLeod's a smiley guy to begin with, but he's smiling about that one. He's not too unimpressed with having to wait for a few extra seconds. 5 goals in his last 9 games for Ryan McLeod. That's a stat right there, friends. Ryan McLeod coming on as of late. And here we go. We'll get it going the other way. Is this one? Chance there for McLeod, and Ace predicting 8 goals for the Oilers. I wouldn't mind that, as this one sifted through the middle of the ice again. The Oilers continue to just pound the Hawks in the zone, and the Oilers are just going to walk this one home. I mean, I was scared for a second when it got to 7-2, but they end up scoring another goal there, and Peter Mrazek gets it rocking here for the Oilers tonight. A 7-2 crooked number. We don't mind that at all. I'll be right back with 7:40 to go in this third period. All right, let's get this going. We would like to see this here, a big old win for the Oilers, obviously. Friends, just to give you an idea of what's going on tonight on the channel elsewhere, we're up to 10,385 subscribers, so if you haven't had a chance yet tonight to hit that subscribe button, I know I haven't promoted this much at all tonight, but I mean, we've just been having a good stream. It's just been what it's been, and I really appreciate everyone being along as we've now crossed into the last 15 to go before 10,400 here on the channel, and things continue to hum along on that short here, that Hockey Night in Canada routine. And oh, by the way, that Oilers interest in Nick Bjugstad trade continues to claw along here on the channel as well today. And lots of things getting views. We don't mind that. Let's do this. Let's do this, friends. Let's finish this game right off. And let's get this rolling, as the Oilers are going to go back and around. 8th goal this season for Ryan McLeod. Assist to Darnell Nurse, who picks up assist number 19 of the season. So you got to believe, you know what, Darnell Nurse suddenly with over 25 points. No, 20, I think 24 points on the season. I think he's got 5 goals if I'm not mistaken. So the Oilers picking up steam on the back end as well tonight. Big game from them. And this stretch pass there by Barrie, who's just rolling around making plays tonight, scoring goals, making plays, playing defense, and really rocking and rolling so far. Let's see if we can do it here. With 6:58 to go, shot down low. As Derek Ryan and the depth forwards will seem to feature heavily here. It's Janmark, Holloway, and Ryan on the ice right now. So we'd like to see it, and Stoney would love to see the scrap for Zach Hyman and a Gordie Howe hat trick, by the way, for Zach Hyman. We wouldn't mind that at all. This one backing around, and here come the Oilers again, getting it rolling. That pass just out of reach from Janmark to Nugent Hopkins, and Evan Bouchard with a calm, cool, collected pickup against Patrick Kane. The Oilers will go back the other way now and get things rolling in on the attack, 3-on-2. This one's whipped across. Janmark tries to feed in front, couldn't get it going, and here's Andres Athanasiou against the Oilers defense. Nice play over to Patrick Kane, turned back by Broberg for the time being. Again, nice astute back check there by Janmark, and this one's going to be chipped into the neutral ice where the Oilers will come up with this puck. Philip Broberg goes around the boards over to, yes sir, Evan Bouchard. And with 5:54 to go, I'm just going to try and walk you guys to bed right now. Zach Hyman on the ice for the Oilers. He's going to go back the other way, turn it down deep into the Hawks zone. And the Oilers will set up the attack here as Hyman gets on the attack. He'll go to the far side boards where they continue to clobber each other there, trying to come up with a puck. Anybody do it. And this one's going around, and this one will be chipped out. And now Darnell Nurse will come up with this puck. He'll play it ahead, and it looks like Dylan Holloway will carry ahead for the Oilers. He's onside, turns it over immediately to the Hawks, which allows them to transition back the other way. Here's Oilers trade target Max Domi then. What a play over to Taylor Radish to make it 7-3 for the Chicago Blackhawks opponent, the Edmonton Oilers. Chicago 3, Edmonton 7. I'm all kinds of discombobulated. And Justin says he just needs one more goal for the Oilers to go to bed. Well, that's one more goal for the Hawks. And that was a pretty rough giveaway there. And back the other way, Oilers turned around a couple of times. I'm not sure. Darnell Nurse, not really great defense, but Cody Cece's well out of the picture. And Dylan Holloway not fully hustling back, just couldn't get the stick in the right position against Radish, and that is all she wrote. And Justin's saying, good night. All right, good night, buddy. And that sucks to see, but with 5:02 to go here in the third period, the Oilers have this one fully under wraps, and there's not much to worry about here unless something catastrophic happens. I just feel bad for Jack Campbell, as this would have been the night to get him another 900-plus save percentage night, but it is what it is. And 4:45 to go, Jack Campbell another save, and he'll at least get up to 24 shots against tonight with a little bit left here to go. All right, friends, we're rocking and rolling. We're just about done here tonight. I said this stream was going to get about 1,200 views. That looks to be where we will pace out by the end of the night, is about 1,200 views on this evening's live stream, so don't mind me at all. We're going to have ourselves a good go, and let me see. What else we got? Comeback Kane. Yeah, Comeback Kane complete, scoring that goal. I don't think there's much else to add via Twitter tonight. Yeah, I don't think there really is. And apparently the place is bumping at the Mechanics Bank Arena in Bakersfield. The Condors remain unbeaten in 4 on home ice in front of a crowd of 8,000. Nice. So the Oilers farm team, the Bakersfield Condors, get a big goal on Star Wars night. 5-4 win from Raphael Lavoie with the game winner. Don't mind seeing that at all. And we should be good to go here the rest of the way home. Let's see. All right. Commercial break should just be about over, and we should be just about ready to rock and roll this rest of this hockey game. Friends, I guess your overall thoughts on tonight's game, if you want to throw that in the comments section. As Berlin. Berlin's got the mask on, so guess what, guys? The backup goalie is coming in. The backup goalie of the ATO is coming in. Vinny Desharnais and Jack Campbell will be the after-hours guests, but it looks like we will have the backup goaltender, Matt Berlin, make his NHL debut right here tonight. And it looks like Vinny Desharnais was running a play with Philip Broberg and the boys. And this is going to be shot in front, and this is going to see Matt Berlin come into NHL action. That's a great pickup. Like I said, Hockey Night in Canada is meant for special memories, and no matter how much it's changed over the years, it continues to produce one thing: great, memorable moments every single night if you look hard enough. And that's one of those things tonight where we'll see it. In place of Stuart Skinner, we'll have the other goaltender for the SAS, I believe, Southside Academy or whatever the heck it was, SSA, come in and make the game happen for the Oilers. 4 minutes to go. So you know the Oilers will look to get a freeze in the action with about a minute to go here in this game and get Matt Berlin into NHL action. That appears to be the story from Scott Oak. Don't trust me. I hope you're listening to the broadcast yourself as the Oilers continue to see this one fired around the boards. And this one back down low as the Oilers look to see this one fed in front. Nice save there by Campbell, who will get probably about 58 minutes of action tonight. The Hawks will try to bleed as much of the clock as possible, but Berlin will get NHL action and get to watch the Oilers celebrate a win on home ice tonight, as that one's all the way down to Jack Campbell, and Berlin's just waiting patiently, rocking that number 35 mask. And we'll see what ends up happening here as Berlin continues, and he's just standing in the wings, waiting, going over the entire Oilers training staff right in front of him. That is one young man, very excited. Obviously, played his junior hockey, final year of junior hockey for the Sherwood Park Crusaders, and he would be very excited to make his NHL debut with his hometown Edmonton Oilers in place of his former teammate Stuart Skinner. This one's going to be chipped ahead with 3:09 to go. Justin, thank you for the nice comment, as we are just bleeding down the clock till the Berlin Wall comes into the game right now to try and get this going. 2:59, this one played ahead, tipped over there. Shot as Holloway will tip it on down. And we are just, literally, I'm just on watch. Just give me that whistle where the Oilers feel comfortable in putting in a young, untested, never played above U Sports level hockey goaltender that's going to be able to make his NHL debut on Hockey Night in Canada. Oh my goodness, some stories just write themselves. Obviously tonight we had Owen Beck be an emergency call-up out of the CHL, the OHL Peterborough Petes for the Montreal Canadiens, who are very banged up. And here comes Matt Berlin. Oh, he thought he was making his NHL debut. He's been told to wait, and now Berlin has been given the go-ahead by head coach Jay Woodcroft. And I want to just hear this. As, yeah, Rogers Place is going ecstatic for the hometown kid, and it looks like we're going to have a standing O at Rogers Place for Matt Berlin, who will tend the cage the rest of the way home at the NHL level for the Edmonton Oilers, as he gets in there and he's talking to the referees. And this is one of those moments. You know what? The Oilers haven't gotten to do a lot of feel-good moments over the course of the past few years. He's going to face his first shot here, blocked in front instead by Captain Connor McDavid. That's how you set the tone for a rookie goaltender. And this puck goes up and out of play with 2:16 to go. Fantastic. And university is a higher age than junior, absolutely. But for Matt Berlin, he gets in there, and having played his junior hockey with the Sherwood Park Crusaders, this is an amazing moment. Friends, soak this in. This is one of the stories, right? The Oilers are likely to only use two goalies all season long. Obviously, Calvin Pickard was there at one point, but now I'd like to just see Matt Berlin make a save in his NHL debut. That's all that we want to see. Heck, you know what? Even if he gives up a goal, just face a shot. Just let's at least say he got to see something from an NHL player. If he can say he stopped Patrick Kane at the NHL level, that'd be pretty unreal for a kid coming from the U of A Golden Bears to make his NHL debut with the Edmonton Oilers. I don't know how old this kid is, but probably about same age as me, to be honest with you. as Tyson Barrie will play this. The Oilers setting up the attack in the offensive zone. Tyson Barrie getting going in this one now down low as the Oilers bleed off the seconds off the clock. $1:30 to go here back to the blue line. Evan Bouchard gets it going. Matt Berlin just getting to soak it all in as the Edmonton Oilers play in front of him wearing the number 33 sweater and wearing the reverse retro. That's going to be one of those things that's framed one day, kind of kept to the side. And I think, you know what, maybe have to, I might have just found the goaltender jersey. I'm going to go get crested here this next time I get to go up and see the Oilers. I think that's the idea. And he's 25, so he's about the same age range as me then. Same junior eligibility kind of deal. $1:03 to go here in this third period. Shot down to Peter Mrazek. And I mean, I was saving that jersey for James Hamlin because of the feel-good story there. But I think, if I'm being honest with you, Berlin, that's a pretty good story. And he makes his first NHL save, and Rogers' Place comes electric. A blocker save into the corner as the Oilers turn the puck down the ice. Matt Berlin is officially an NHL goaltender. Save by Peter Mrazek, and the Oilers will just bleed the clock here in the offensive zone, and that is dang special for this young kid who will hopefully walk home with a save on the NHL ledger. And that's one of those, you know, he may never amount to anything ever more at the NHL level, but don't mind me, maybe earning himself a contract with the Oilers. You never know what the comings of this will be. 12 seconds to go. The Hawks offside. No, they'll let it go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That, my friends, is how you go into the All-Star break. Here comes Jack Campbell. Normally I pause out right after the final horn goes, but Matt Berlin makes his first NHL save, part of the Oilers win, and they're getting some footage of this for sure. Evander Kane talking to him, everybody giving him a head bump. It's the entire lineup coming through talking to him. Oh my goodness, this is a moment you just don't forget. That is fantastic for the Oilers as everybody comes on by. And here's Jack Campbell talking to his young new netminder that he had backing him up tonight. And this is fantastic to see. Eric Austin gives him a big hug. Darnell Nurse giving him a pat on the shoulder. Connor McDavid giving him a hug and a rub. And here's Leon Draisaitl giving him a hug and giving him some encouragement. And here's Matt Berlin stick tapping his way to center ice. Hey, you know what? You know you took care of business when the Oilers are able to put in a guy that has never played above U Sports, 25 years old, and gets to come out and make a save at the NHL level and finish, more than likely, his NHL career with a 1,000 save percentage. Perfect at the NHL level is Matt Berlin. Friends, that is a heck of a way to finish off a live stream tonight. Thank you so much for being aboard here on Dolynny TV. I'm going to go get that post game done. I just want to see if there's anything else Matt Berlin related here, but it looks like they're going to get Matt Berlin to come talk to us on Hockey Night in Canada post game. But there you go. Matt Berlin comes in and makes his first career save. Thank you so much for being aboard, friends. Really appreciate everyone being here. Jack, I look forward to your Sens playing my Oilers on February 11th. But before then, we've now got a couple of weeks without hockey, friends. Live streams will go the wayside for the time being, but thank you so much for being here tonight.